Because the last weekend they said audio wasn't okay on YouTube, so we are now. Still buzzing? No, no. Right. Can you, I'm going to say something, just check from inside the audio. For the audio, YouTube की check करना. और ऐसा ठीक आ रहे हैं. इसको WhatsApp दे दूँ. Good to go. Audio is okay on YouTube? YouTube audio is fine? You checked YouTube audio, right?
Yeah.
It's fine? No buzzing, nothing like that? All right, guys. First time for both of you here?
Yes.
Okay, great. Your name?
Muhammad Imran.
Mohammed.
I met you last time.
Okay. Oh, you did? Okay. And first?
My name is Karan.
Sorry?
Karan.
Karan. First time?
Yeah, first time.
Okay. No problem. We'll just waiting for one.
Speaking to Samir yesterday.
Yeah, possible, very much. So Monday to Friday we do a live trading floor, and then Saturday we do these presentations. These presentations happen at 2 different places, and I'll explain everything. I'm just waiting for one more person. So either way, we'll start 12:30 regardless. So 2 more minutes, they said they're on their way. So beautiful day, feels like a, definitely feels like a, April, May weather.
Yeah.
I almost took my Harley Davidson out together with Usher, but it's, we have a group that rides together, and 17 degrees, and once we see, as a biker, you see you see good weather. Anything above 7, you feel like, hey, let's get some wind on your face, right? So, Fahad bhai, can you check Facebook as well? So Facebook, YouTube, today we're broadcasting on 3, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. There's one person supposed to, they're on their way at 12:30. There's one person supposed to, they're on their way at. All right, we'll get started. Okay. Okay, welcome everybody, in person and online through over TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Like every Saturday, we hold these presentations about our software from 12 to 5, 12:30 to 5, 12:30 to 6, and I'll explain how everything works in detail. So it's a long presentation, so bear with me. So as usual, like every Saturday, welcome. Today is February the 10th, 2024, and I start my presentation with one quotation, which really, truly inspires me, which is They say sky is the limit for ambition. We say sky is only the beginning. And that is absolutely true for what you're about to hear today. That is true for the type of presentations we are going to do about the field of this. Let me just fix this camera, sorry. It's just not giving, my head is being cut off, sorry. So the trading universe itself is the sky is just the beginning in terms of amount of wealth, in terms of amount of opportunity, in terms of amount of money you can make and lifestyle and everything. And most people are able to retire and change their financial. That's the fastest way to make money today. And I'll go over a few things on here. Before I begin, like every Saturday, I have to go through some legal things. And what are those legal things? They're all available on superareas.com. And basically, these are terms and conditions and disclosures and everything. And I know the fine print is quite small, but you can visit our website, superareas.com. Forgot to mention, my name is Rafay, R-A-F-A-Y, because you're going to be, so I'll write down my name, R-A-F-A-Y. So terms and conditions basically protect us and protect you in terms of what exactly are we doing, how are we selling, how are we marketing ourselves, and all of that. So they are very important, just like even when you want to get a cell phone plan, you sign something. And so just to protect us and protect you, what are these terms and conditions? They're all available. I know fine print is hard to read, but three main important things. First of all, we are not a financial firm. We don't take your money and invest anywhere. We don't ask you to invest somewhere. We don't ask you, hey, this is a good stock, buy here. Tesla is doing well, Nvidia is doing, give us some money, we're going to invest. So nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like that. We are not even any type of a broker with the register. We're not registered with Ontario Security and Exchange Commission. We are not a financial broker, nothing like that. We're not a bank. We're not an investment firm. So it comes down to, we're just a software consulting company. That is all we are. So legally binding that you agree that, hey, you're not going to give us any money. We're not promising you any returns. You're not going to invest on behalf of us, or we're not going to invest on behalf of you, and we're not going to promise you any returns whatsoever, period. Anything we teach you and you invest based on our software and based on our like training abilities, if you make $1,000, you make $1 million, you make 10 million, or vice versa. You lose $1, 10, 100, whatever. You're responsible. So you are the captain of your own ship, and whatever you do. So we are only teaching you how to analyze market. Our software predicts based on. So legally, I have to cover that every Saturday. So that way, there's no expectations. Hey, why are you guys doing what you guys doing? So, we're just going to provide you a piece of software that does some analysis. So how this presentation is going to work today, like every Saturday, we break it down into two different formats. So level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is the basic understanding for beginners in terms of what exactly that we do here, how does our software work, how does it help you analyze the markets and everything. So approximately 5 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours of this presentation that I run through. And crowd is going to start to fill up after 2 o'clock. The reason is most people who are on trial or who have downloaded our software, they have some technical questions. So every Saturday I run through all the analysis and everything. So So the part two, after 2 o'clock, it's really the advanced concept of trading. You're welcome to stay the whole presentation until 5:30, 6 o'clock, no problem. So expect to be here, this presentation to run approximately 4.5 to 5 hours. We're gonna take a quick 10, 15 minutes break around 2 o'clock. And then if you want to stay, no problem. And if you want to leave, no problem. So every Saturday we run this. And Monday to Friday, we have a trading floor where I stream live in front of you and show my trades and everything all together. Now, this event every Saturday is streamed through our social media account, meaning that it's on TikTok, like you saw me help set up everything, and TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, it is all being recorded there, so you guys can always go back to it and understand what I said, or kind of rewind and replay. Your video is not being recorded, but any questions you ask, and if your audio gets in there, that's there. Cameras are facing me, you don't have to worry about. We don't post anything without your consent. Our emphasis on the session is really audience engagement. So we do this every Saturday in a question and answer format. So I'll run still through a little bit of a like pre-recorded so-called presentation, and then you have any questions about it, so we'll run through that interactive. So it is question and answer style format. People who are watching me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, because of trolls, a lot of people just join a conversation, they mess up so now we have a different system we're gonna work on. Right now it's on WhatsApp based. So if you have a question regarding anything, you send me a message at 647-228-06, wrong way to write, started wrong. So 647-228-0694. It's a country code is 1, Canada. So you can send me a message there. I have somebody who will be answering all the questions live. Very soon we're launching a service next week called intercom.com. So you'll be able to speak directly to me through that service. So that's how you get engaged with me online. And let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. This company has been here 12, 13 years or so. So we're not new. 44 years in making. Why 44? I just turned 44 last November 19. That was my birthday, so I turned 44. This newspaper article is from November 6, year 2000. I migrated to Canada 1996. I very young, based on my dad. He's a forklift engineer. So basically he spent his whole life in Middle East, and he knows everything about fixing a forklift, designing it, engineering it. He does, that's his passion about forklift. So he spent quite 35 years of his life in Middle East, and when his contract or company expired, then they sent him back home. And then he's like, you know what, let's try a different country. He tried Canada, got the visa and everything. I came along. So this is year 2020, 20 years ago or more? 23. Exactly. So this is my article they published in the newspaper, because when I came here, I got really excited about computing world and software, about passion. And I started to take parts in small competitions, and eventually I was good enough to represent Canada in a gold medal competition in software technology. So I was able to write software, and I was lucky enough, so I won the gold medal. Right here is sitting, I know we displayed. This competition took place in the year 2000 in Edmonton, and then I represented Canada in another competition. I got a silver medal there called Through Skills Canada. So my passion for software goes really, really back and really, really deep. So I've been lucky enough to work with some of the major companies to design and consult with them their software. And these days, I work with this software, which is just analyzes stock market. So that's where my background is, writing software. Now I took this new industry on, and I said, hey, we can write this software on about these markets. So why are you here on a Saturday, beautiful February, 17 or degrees outside? Is most people who come here spend 2 or 3 hours of their time on a Saturday? Sorry.
The YouTube camera is overlapping.
Okay. It's good now? Sorry, guys. It's good now? Should be okay. Okay. So, most people who follow us through online, there's 2 ways. First of all, this company markets itself. For the last 12 years or so, we market ourselves through South Asian radio media. And the company that is doing it is called Win Lifetime. So they're based in Mississauga. Dixie Matheson is the office. And you can go there, hear their presentation. So right now, there's a presentation happening right now. And then there's a presentation happening at Dixie Matheson office. So if you hear Daniel doing a presentation on the radio, that's how he markets his software. Then the way we market this company, this company is called Limitless Wealth Enterprise. And in between there is something called super areas. So how does both are same companies. Win Lifetime sells this software as a one-time fee. And here we at LWE, we sell it as a subscription-based software. So why are you here? Everybody's here to learn what exactly that we do here. Good afternoon. And wants to know that exactly how can you change your financial future. So what is it that exactly we are selling? Because again, curiosity is something basically that brought you here to understand that why am I standing here? What am I selling? And you want to learn something new. So I'm going to teach you a business, very, very easy to do, very, very simple to do, very, very, in terms of no investment required. I know it's a bold statement and you can make a lot of money. And so all you need is a Windows computer. So that's one requirement of us, is that you have to have a Windows computer. It does not work on Mac. It does not work on Linux. It doesn't work Android, iPhone, anything like. So your requirement is a Windows computer, iCore 5, iCore 7, and at least 16 GB of RAM. So it needs to process. That's all your investment is. And we will provide you every possible teaching and tool and all the narrative of this industry. So any you have trading experience before? Zero experience? No problem. The easier for us. So I'll start at a very basic level and then gradually build up on it. So what is it that we sell? So only thing you missed was my terms and condition disclosure that I'm not an investment firm. I'm not going to take your money and invest. You're going to invest yourself and I'll teach you how to do all of that. So everybody can learn, no matter who you are, wherever you are. And we have a saying at the office as that if you can breathe, we can teach you. Meaning that it does not require a math degree, science degree, anything like that. All you need to do is bring a little bit of a discipline and greed control, and we'll take care of the rest. And no prior experience is necessary. So today, how again the presentation will work, we'll talk about some basic knowledge. So because you have no experience, I'll really go as low as possible in terms of this industry. And wherever you have a question, just raise your hand and say, hey, can you repeat that, or I don't understand it. So I'll cover between 0 to hero and everything in between. If you are a veteran trader, you've been trading 10 years, this software is going to help you. If you're very much new to trading with zero experience, this software is going to help you both ways. And at the end of the presentation, I can literally prove mathematically on the board, and I'll give you the full program on how you can make $100,000 a day. That's not going to happen tomorrow. That's not going to happen in 3 months, but we'll get you started with 10 grand a month. So that's the low standard. 10 grand a month, you'll be able to make no problem. at least after 3 months of time. So we'll get you started very low to understand exactly what we do, and then we go from there. Any questions meanwhile? No? Sorry? So far so good. So, see, trading universe, it's very complex. Complex in a sense is try going to a bank with $20,000, $10,000, $5,000, $2,000, sit with their financial investor manager and say, hey, I want to make money, can you invest? You know, they'll bring all sorts of books, templates, pamphlets and everything, and they'll say, you know, we have EFT, stocks, option, bonds. And then after 15 minutes, you're like, man, my head hurts, I don't know what to do. Unfortunately, in Canadian system, I grew up here, went to school here, it is very, very unfortunate that they don't teach you any of this at school. And my kids go to private school, they have a course for financial management. Because, okay, they teach you chemistry, geometry, algebra, they'll teach you science, they'll teach you religion. What they don't teach you, the most basic fundamental thing is how do you manage your money? Right? Money management is really optional and starts to get into college and university. But I think every person from age 12 to on should kind of know, because then, hey, the whole life depends on money. The whole life circulates around. So how do you do budgeting? How do you invest? So it is unfortunate, but that is the reality. And unfortunately, by the time you meet a company like ours, your trading, your investment habits are not developed yet, right? So we have to coach you at a very, very grassroots levels on how to do it, right? So it's a complex world. So how do we start our program is we pick a market, and all we do is between everything. So first of all, even let's go back, go down one more level. What are you guys going to be doing? Trading. What is trading? Trading is buying and selling. What are you buying and selling? You're just buying and selling, not random things. You're buying, selling. I'm going to pick an example like gold, right? So you can buy and sell gold, not physically, just virtually. And you don't own gold. You're not going to buy a bar of gold and put it up for an auction or bid or ask or anything. All you're doing is just calling the price of gold. All of you can say, hey, gold is going to go up. You can say gold is going to go down, and that's all. So if you are in the trading business, your job is just to set the price. So you say gold is $2,000 per ounce. He says, no, I'm going to give you $1,950. He's going to say, no, $2,150 seems reasonable. Now, across the globe, everybody is doing this, trading online virtually. And you know how big this market is, just the futures market? Just so, I'm not going to cover everything. It's $23 trillion a day is moving, pockets. So when I say 100,000 a day, 1 million a day, it means nothing in terms of how big this number is. If you had $1 billion and you spent $5,000 a day, it will take you 2,700 years. That's how money moves. So it's a big amount. So we don't care about how big the market is. All we care about, hey, start making a couple, $300, $400, $500 a day extra. And a lot of people are struggling these days to make that extra income. So they're like, I'm doing something. How do you make money, by the way, in life? Is you acquire a profession. So as my kid is 16, he wants to become a lawyer. What is his pathway? Pathway is he's in grade 12. He's going to finish grade 12, going to pick a university, spend 5 years there, pay maybe 70, 80,000, then go to a bar, write the exam and become a lawyer. So to become a lawyer, he's going to probably invest about $150,000 from after grade 12 and become a lawyer. Then he's going to start earning. And every profession, whether you're paid by an hour, $10 an hour, basic, I think minimum wage right now is $16 an hour. All the way up to a salary of 100 to 200,000 a year, right? How do you add more income to your everyday financial life is add more hours, or the way you do it is just work extra, right? So, or do a side hustle. And this is the best side hustle that you can make extra money on the side only by working 90 minutes a day, give or take. So if you understand it, so for those who are very new, you can start this part-time. You can do this from anywhere in the world. There are certain times that you have to sit in front of the computer, and it doesn't require, doesn't require a lot of investment. That's the best part about it. And at superareas.com, we're gonna keep it very cost effective for you. What does that mean? We're not here to charge you 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, nothing like that. So before I go into my presentations, I want to get the cost out of the way. Because that way everybody says, hey, if this is not worthwhile for me, I'm not going to join, right? So a lot of guys will hold the cost factor till the end of the presentations. And for us, I think your time is valuable. If you don't think that you can afford that, this program may not be for you. So right off the bat, we get the cost out of the way, right? So first of all, before I get into cost, so you see all of these financial instruments about trading, we pick one. So it's called futures. What is futures? It's gambling, it's speculation. All you do, whole day, just bet on the price. So this is 100% works like a casino. Is you pick, let's say this is an ounce of gold. Your job is 23 hours a day in this casino, just sit and predict the price. You can say $1, you can say $3. So you don't care about actual gold. All you care about is the price of it. And as long as you can bet in the right direction, you win money, right? So how does a casino work? So I'm gonna go, I know a lot of communities out there don't like futures because it is very close to gambling. But I'm gonna prove you how this is very similar to everything you do every day almost. So let me give you an example. Real estate agents, everybody has quite a few friends. Last year, how they were advertising in Toronto. A condominium is being built, and the deposit structure is pay us $2,000, $3,000 a month. It is $60,000, and they said it's an assignment clause. And before that condominium is built, we're going to sell it to somebody else. So now let's see how this transaction is going to take place. You don't own a condominium. Condominium is not even built, so you put a deposit there, right? And let's say you put $60,000. What happens in 3 years? That condominium is ready. And before you take possession, you find a buyer who's, let's say that price starting was $500,000. By the time it got built, it became $600,000. You took that contract and you sold it to somebody else, right? Simple as that. So same idea is you were speculating, like you were thinking of the future. That I bought it for $500,000. Before, I'm not gonna live in it, but before it gets closed, I'm gonna pass on this contract to somebody else. Same idea here. Futures market in trading is a contract. And before that contract expires, you have to get rid of it. So today, for example, the gold is opening at $2,000. First of all, the best part about futures is you don't need $2,000. All you need is, I think, $650 maximum in your, have a seat. So your job is just to bet on the price of gold, whole day, 23 hours a day. That is all you're doing. You're not owning gold, you're not investing in gold, you're not going to a bank, say, hey, I want to buy gold, things like that. So your job is pick the direction of the price. So for example, this is why I love stock trading or options or futures, is let's say gold is $2,000 per ounce. And If you said you think price is going to go down, right? If the price goes to 1999, right? And you were right about it. You know how much money they will give you? $100. If you said, all you had to say, I think price is going up, right? And the price actually goes up, you will make $100 for $1. So whole day your job is to just to bet on the direction of the price. So everybody follow what I mean? You're not owning things. So that's why the main difference is, in the next slide, is everybody scared of trading. They think that trading, because there's major two types of trading. There are lots more, but I'm going to just pick two, stocks versus futures. In stocks, let's say you have $4,000, you go to a CIBC, you say, you know what, I am thinking about buying Apple shares. Apple is trading, let's say at $200. You have $4,000 divided by 200, they will let you buy 20 shares. You now own Apple shares. They're there for rest of your life or until Apple goes bankrupt. If the price of the Apple goes down, you lose money, but you're hanging on to it. If the price of Apple goes up, you make money. Here's the problem. You require $4,000 to begin with. A lot of people don't have that kind of money. Honestly, they say, you know what, they want to trade, but they don't have the investment. So that's why a market was created called futures. So they said, okay, you don't have the money. How much money do you have? You can start this as low as $42. Sit inside, just bet the price of S&P 500, Nasdaq, gold, natural gas, crude oil, pork belly, you can do meat, you can do silver, you can do forex, anything. So pick something, and that's what we are going to teach you with the software that we have written, that the tools that we have created, the lectures, the full team support, the live trading with us. So we're going to teach you how to speculate properly. The difference between casino, like I said earlier, is casino is pure random. How do you play a casino? You go to Casino Niagara, Woodbine, doesn't matter. Other day we drove to, which casino was it? We rode there, and up north. You take a roulette, you take a ball, you have $50 in your pocket. You're like, I'm going to bet a $50, right? $50 I'm putting on this table. You take a ball, you throw in the roulette, and you know what you say? It has to land on black 17. You know the odds of this are very, very low for you to very, very low. So they will say, all right, how much they're going to give you? Maybe $300, depending on the pot size and everything. So you have only invested $50 in a roulette game, or poker, or blackjack, or dice, doesn't matter. By the way, I don't gamble. I just know all the terms because it's very much same as the trading. So if it doesn't land, you know what the house says? Thank you very much. This is money, and then you're like, oh, some days it lands there, right? So casino. So what they said was, how can we bring this in everybody's phone, in everybody's mobile? Because casino, not everybody wants to go. Privacy reason, cultural reason. Maybe you have something, a taboo that, hey, this person goes to casino and does gambling. So they decided to create this market called futures market. And all it is whole day you're betting on the price. So they kind of make but here's the good thing about it. Why this is not gambling is you know the outcome already. And your odds start at 50% or higher. Every trader in the world can win 50%. Either price is going to go up or down. So you're here, the odds are very, very against you in a casino. I don't care what game you play or what table. But in trading, two things will happen. Price will go up or price will go down. That's it. If you said price is going to go up or when it goes down, you lose money. So your odds already start at 50% or higher. So casino is definitely not the way to do it. Now, if this is if you are a type of a person, here I'm going to put a disclaimer in again. If you're a type of a person that is very impulsive, that can't just stop, please don't join us or anything like this. This is highly addictive. This can take a lot of money in terms of if you don't discipline yourself. I and my team of 9 here will do everything in our power, humanly power, to teach you trends and markets and like futures and stocks and options. One thing we cannot do is discipline. And we hit a really high milestone as a company a couple of weeks ago, and we had a person who's interested in our program and deaf and mute. How we communicated with that person was through writing. He's interested. So, you know, even that physical disability that he can't hear, he can't talk, he can understand it through colors and everything else. So what we wrote and explained. But if you don't have discipline, what we coach you every single day, that hey, if you have made $300 in first 10 minutes, please quit. So everybody that comes here will want, you know what they come, I only want to make $100. If I make $100, my life is going to change. That an additional, you know, $500-600 will help me in many cases. My problem then becomes is that 100 then becomes not enough. Then one day you did a good trade, you made $800, and then you forgot everything about it, and greed kicks in. So this is the problem. So 99% of trading or higher is not trading, just controlling yourself, controlling your mouse, controlling your finger, saying, hey, even though you see an opportunity, if you have met your daily target, please walk away. So you will see us making a couple of $100 in a, like the fastest I've seen so far is in 3 seconds, $1,500. Instantly market moves, and then you made 1,500 and you're done. And then what do you do next, right? So unfortunately, this thing is open 23 hours a day. It only closes Monday, Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday again, tomorrow at 6 p.m. this market will open. So that's another benefit of futures market. It is open longer. So it's not restricted by, hey, you have to do it from this time to this time. So that's how, so you have to be aware of your environment, that this is a highly addictive, highly, you know, highly disciplined. That's what you require. So how much is this going to cost you? This software that we have developed over last 12 years, and more updates are coming soon. It costs $25,000 or $15,000 or $5,000. I'm gonna group them all together, and I'm gonna write WLT. $300 a month, and I'm gonna call it LW. Now, why it's a huge difference, huge difference between $300 a month to $5,000, $15,000, and $25,000. Now, this company, Win Lifetime, has been here for 12, 13 years, and they do advertisement right now on a Saturday, Dixie Matheson, around 1 o'clock. A presentation is going to happen just like there, and they don't offer you this program at all. The difference is our software here, you own that software for your computer for rest of your life for one computer. So here the difference is you are leasing the software month over month. So as long as you can jump from any time here to here to here to here, but you can start here and join here, no problem. But it's just the ownership of the software is not there. So if you took the Win Lifetime course, which we sell as well, you are actually owning the software. Everybody understands that. Let me give you an example like this. Back in the day, Microsoft Office used to be like $600 if you were to buy it for your one computer, one license. Now you can rent Microsoft 365 for $5 a month. So you're leasing the software. So you don't own it. You can move it from computer to computer, one computer at a time, no problem, but you're not owning it. So that's the main difference about it. Now, what is the difference between these three prices? This is the highest package available of Win Lifetime. What it is it gives you, okay, by the way, there's no difference in terms of software. $300 gets you the same thing, $5,000 gets you the same thing, $15,000 gets you the same thing, $25,000 gets you the same thing. But we have a trading floor at Dixie Matheson, 2601 Matheson. You can come there Monday to Friday. 30 or so students sit in front of us and trade live. This option, you have a dedicated seat for you for rest of your life. I don't know why would somebody want to take that, because you shouldn't be in front of me trading. You should be sitting on a beach trading. Like, trading is all requires an internet, and so this is lifetime. So on our trading floor, you have a seat that you have permanently. You have this for 1 year. You have this for 1 month. So all this, the difference between these three is a physical seat where you can come and sit and trade with us. As long as market is open, as long as office is open, you're able to come into our office and sit and get consultation and everything. So that's why $300 a month, everything you do is at your home. So listen to us through live stream. Your courses are online. So it's like university online. So basically all the coaching and everything is done self-study. So that's why there is a huge gap. Some people now ask why, if the software is so good, you're making so much money, why are you selling it? Why are you like, so if teaching or passing on the knowledge wasn't a real thing, nobody would take a university course. Universities won't exist itself. So they exist to pass on the knowledge. And yet universities make money too from your fees and from everything. So it's a beneficial. Now if you looked at this, and this company has been running again for 12 years. So if you go listen to the presentation, they'll ask you to either join in one of these three programs. When I joined them, I looked at it and I brought the software to this company and I said, this is really good, but a lot of my students, people who want it, they're not here. Where are they? Alberta, Vancouver, Australia, UAE, UK. So when we started to sell this online, a lot of problems happened was, even though they could have paid me $5,000, but it was no use for them. Because the idea was, hey, they can't physically come to the office anyway. Why are they going to pay more, right? So it was created with a new version of our software that you can pay $10 a day and then join us. It's as simple as that. And we will do everything in our power to make sure that you can at least make $300 a month. So your fees is not, like, you're not going to feel a burden on it. Because I don't care how much money you have. We want to make sure from trading, you're able to make at least $300 a month, right? So this is, in here, anybody has any questions about the fee structure? It's good? You guys understand it? So only thing is, if you sign up as a subscriber of this software, you're not allowed to go to that office. You can come here, visit me, no problem. But there are a lot of students. We have limited seating. We can't accommodate you. You can come here any time to this office. We have, like, this floor is available for you, no problem. So this office, you can come anytime. But mostly you connect to us through online, like chatting or things like that is significantly lower. Now, why is this number 300? Why is it not 400? Why is it not 500? Why is it not 900? So when we were developing this for a subscription model, we looked at what is available in the market in terms of subscription. So we looked at a lot of other companies who were selling similar software. Their price starts at $499 USD. So we looked at it and we're like, at a worst case scenario, you're able to make $10 a day. So that 300 divided by 30 is $10 a day. So at worst possible way, you're not going to be out of like too much loss at it, right? So you'll be able to at least recoup some of these fees that we tell you how to trade and everything. So 300 is very reasonable, because when this software was running, by the way, the software that we use to trade is called Ninja, Ninja. So pick this number. You're like, okay, if you came to my office, you wanted, I'm like, is it 5,000, 15, or 25? There's nothing in between. Why? Because Ninja upgraded to a version 8.1, and then we finally could offer you a subscription-based software. Finally, we had an idea that, hey, a lot of people cannot afford this. Now, let me give you, you can go right now, you will see 20 to 25 people sitting in a presentation, right? If I have to convince you to give me $5,000, you know how many times you will think? And you're like, anyways. And so it's a tough presentation. But if I told you at this, that it's $300 a month, but you know what? Before you try it, before you even buy it, I want you to take our program for 14 days. I want you to take our program for 14 days. I want to tell you for 2 weeks, I'm going to give you everything for free. I'm going to give you my course videos. I'm going to give you the live stream. I'm going to give you all the coaching material. So after 14 days, I want you to decide if this is worth it for you or not. Because again, I bind you in a legal agreement or whatever. You have zero out-of-pocket costs, zero. In 14 days, you don't like the program, go into add and remove, uninstall it. If you feel like, hey, this is not worth your time, uninstall it, no problem. Yes?
Now a question.
Yes.
That 5K a month.
No, it's not a month. It's one time. This is a month. This is one, all one time.
All one time?
Yeah.
So that's besides the initial investment?
There is no investment in this business.
Okay.
This is just a software fee.
To start a trade?
Yeah, it's $42. Okay. That's all.
Okay.
So futures trading, you're not putting any money out of your pocket. Our program works on giving you other people's money. It is called a funded program. So when you're ready, let's say you've learned it. You've spent a couple of months. So you started here. First 14 days, you installed it. You're like, you know what? I'm liking what I'm seeing, right? And I'll show you what exactly you will get for those $300 a month. So once you log in, you sign up and you figure out, all right, this is something I can do. You join, right? Before you join, nobody is going to open a broker's account. Nobody is going to do any of that. You can. I don't want you to invest your own money. That's what we are here for. We are going to introduce you to some. You don't even have to invest your own money. All you have to do is prove to them you can trade. And if you're good at trading, there are lots of companies who will pay you. And how do you get qualified? By writing an exam, a trading exam. And once you qualify, then you're able to, get their funding. So you don't have to worry about, hey, what is my investment? Do I need $5,000, $10,000? You're not buying stocks. You're not buying options. Heck, I don't even want you to, invest a single dime of your own into your own brokers. Because why? Futures market is highly risky. So before you can invest your money, you should know first on how to trade. Like if you don't know what a trend is, and you go ahead and after 14 days, you can't learn trading in 14 days. You can't learn trading. An average user with zero experience takes about 3 months. So within 3 months, you're able to understand how the software works, how the market works, where are you trading, how to read the news, what are the employment data. All this financial, we will teach you, we'll coach you every step of the way. So there's a full roadmap. We're going to get like 12 years of experience goes with 12 hours of videos. So let's say you signed up today, right? So what will happen? So how to get started, first of all. So forget about all the cost, forget even about $300 a month. Today, if you do decide to join the program, it does not cost you a single dollar. All you need is a Windows computer, you need internet, and that's all. How will this happen, right? So you go on our website called superareas.com. You agree with the agreements. And right here it says, I don't have an account, I'm going to sign up. That's it. Even better, if you want to do this, send me a message on 647-228-0694 and my team will reach out to you with a couple of videos how to do this step by step. So you sign up. All we ask you from is your country for tax reason. Either we're going to charge you in Canada, this price is 300 Canadian dollars plus Canadian taxes, $39 of HST. If you're outside of Canada, you pay 300 US dollars. Simple as that. We ask you for your name, your email, your phone number, your Windows ID, because we have to lock our software with your computer. A referral code, a password. Anywhere it doesn't ask you for a payment. It doesn't, because I want you to test it first. Decide what exactly that we are giving you. So you sign up, we get an alert, somebody will reach out, and then you have a login and password. So my login and password is ra@cdn.tm. Some people say, hey, what is cdn.tm? So let me give you an example. This is me a few years ago, big boy. So that's requires discipline. You know, at that time, I was like almost, I think 109 kilos in terms of weight, right? And as a software developer, you just sit late nights and eat junk. Pizza, burgers, things like that. So I decided, you know what? This is not good for my health, right? So I was gaining weight. I was a skinny kid, but I was gaining weight quickly, very fast in this, right? So this is my picture with Trudeau in Waterloo a few years ago. So I know I'm going to get sidetracked, but all it requires was discipline. Discipline to watch my habits, walk a little, and then I shrunk it down. I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting there slowly, right? So same idea. If you have discipline in any walk of life, you're able to achieve whatever you like, right? So you log in right here. We are going to give you, it says click here to access our training videos, right? So we will give you all that material that we know and we'll compress it down into 12 hours. Remember, you haven't paid anything to us yet, nothing. Every single thing we're going to give to you for free. All the PDF documents we're going to give you for free. You can keep them. The software videos, for example, video 1 out of 5. It says this video is 1 hour and 59 minutes. So it's a 2-hour video. You click on it. You start watching. So it'll start explaining you every single thing in terms of what is what. So how to read the news, like very, very, very basic. If you are new to it, it will take you a few different times to understand things, right? So this is part of it, that you will get the PDF documents, the study document. It's like buying a book. Take a university course. Even a smallest course will start at $800 at York University. And pick a course, pick a book, which is free, and then you start watching the lectures. After you're done with the lectures, you will reach out to us. You're like, you know what? In 14 days, I have done my studies. Can you please log into my computer and can you set up the software that I want to see what exactly it does? I want to practice it. No problem. Right here, it says, schedule a time with us. So 24-hour service, you can go and talk to our technician, and they will log into your computer and they will set up the software for you. So that's part 2, after the study is done. We also give you depth of market analysis. These are called areas. So what these are, support and resistance level. I know you're very new, but after videos watching, you will understand what these numbers mean. So in advance, we'll give you all the key points of, you don't even have to guess, is the market going to go up or go down? In advance, we will tell you that our software predicts if the market goes up, how high can it go up? If the market goes down, how low can it go? And this is all based on artificial intelligence. what is AI? AI is, everybody has an iPhone and Android, right? So I know AI is a new term of this year, last year. NVIDIA said it, Adobe said it. AI has been here for 20 years, by the way. Pick up your phone will tell you 49 minutes to work. You know what that means? It's watching your habits. It's like you, every day you get up, get your car out, it monitors you, tracks you. And then it gives you opinions and its suggestions and recommendations. Same thing. Our software watches the market 24 hours a day, 24 hours a day, and weekend, 360, it's a computer. And then it spits out some numbers. And it says, you know what, based on yesterday, based on a week ago, based on a month ago, based on a year ago, based on earnings, based on this, 20 different variables, it says, if the market was supposed to go up, when can it come down? If it goes down, when can it go up? I know a lot of people who traded with us on a Friday. I was shouting one number. And one number was 18,060. I opened up my shop, 9 o'clock, trading floor, and I said to everybody, watch for this number. Expected high of Nasdaq. You know what that number, so this was given to us by computer at 8:30. It took until 3 p.m. to hit that number, and everybody made good amount of money, 500. I started getting messages around 2:45 or so. Hey guy, your number came. I took an entry from that number, and I really made good money. So we said, you know what? So we are gonna guide you. We're not gonna just leave you alone. We're not gonna say, hey, here's the course. You spent it. Thank you very much. And next month. So I want you to be successful, because eventually what will happen is 1 month, okay, you took the 14-day trial, you took the subscription, you made some money, you lost some money, you lost the interest, and you go away. Maximum you'll stay within 3 months, and I don't want that. I want you to make money like every single day so you can continue to pay me, because your success is my earning too, right? If you're not making money, how am I going to make money, right? So this is, again, so part of the service. Cracking up. Okay, I'll move it a little bit down. All right. Okay. So again, part of the service is you get the course material, you get the areas from us. Here it says live stream. You see, click here to access live. Most of the days, somebody is going to be standing in front of the camera shouting at you. Hey, we are hitting there, market is doing this, gold is about to go up. So somebody is going to be coaching you live. Monday to Friday, that's a service, we include that now. We're like, you know what? How can you trade with us as a community, as a part of it, so everybody's all together in it. So here you get the areas, you get the meeting ID, you get it all for free. And after 14 days, if you decide that, hey, this is something you want to do, you can go ahead and then join our program and then pay subscription, and we'll guide you how the funded program works, how all of this works. Okay. Any questions, by the way? Anybody? No. Okay, so far. So this is Windows 10, 11 running. Free piece of software, Ninja. And I'm going to launch the piece of software in front of you. And you are able to see how the software looks like, and you can ask me any questions about it, anything like that. So when it opens it up, it will give you certain visualization. To do trading, it takes a lot of analysis, a lot of understanding of some basic math. I don't expect anybody to know anything. it took me, I've been trading since at least 12 years. Like really when I started to make some money in trading. And my trading back then was very crude, meaning that how did you trade is, you didn't have so much of a approach like this today. You can do it any phone. It was really, so an IPO of Alibaba.com happened. That IPO is when a company goes public. What did we do? Me and my friend, we went to the bank, took out $30,000, $15,000 each. We took that money to Hong Kong. We opened up an account there in a broker. We opened up a bank account, deposited the money, and we bought the shares, right? So I've seen every type of trading, from order books to like the core understanding of trade. None of that is applicable today. Everything is digital. Everything is done by your phone, by your computer. You don't have to physically see anybody, right? So, and it is much more easier for you to trade. So how do you trade? You have some basic terminology. Trading is, if I were to show you this trading without my software, I can't. I just simply can't. It takes some energy out of it. There's one website I'll show you if you don't use this software. This company is called tradingview.com, right? Everybody has heard about it in the world of trading. So you pick something, you're like, you know what? I want to see how Apple is doing. So you talk that you want to start trading Apple stocks. So I'm gonna do Apple. So I picked the company and I launched the chart. So this is Apple stock from the last 45 minutes of, like, this market is closed, by the way, it's Friday. For me to teach you how to do this, there are 20 different things you have to memorize. For example, what is a trend of the price? What is a higher? What is a lower? How did it open? How did it close? Where is the middle? What's the moving average? What's the large trigger? I'm just throwing terms at you. Small triggers, value area, golden, Fibonacci. You're gonna say, man, I don't think trading is for me, because hey, I don't even know how to read a line and you're gonna ask me to trade. So we looked at everything a trader needs, right? And we gave it to you in a ready-made format. So it's like you open, so instead of TradingView, you open Ninja, and every single thing is ready for you. So there are 20 calculations happening for you, live. You don't have to understand any of it. I have people who have zero knowledge about trading. All they look for is, hey, every time I see a black, it's changing. If you see how basic, we're gonna still teach you all the way. Like I said, from zero, we're gonna bring how easy. Every time you see a black, what is happening? Just tell me. You have no trading experience, right? Zero, right? Just tell me what is happening every time you see a black line. What is price doing? Reversal. Easy, right? So that's how simple we're gonna make it. So if you can point that every time a black line came, price started going in the opposite direction. And our software did it for you. So that's called a reversal. 100. So it's called a reversal. It's called a retrace, pull back, different ways of calling it, right? So my software here does it for you. So look at the 20 things we're calculating for you. I know it's gonna come out. So you have a trend. You have the higher bands, lower bands. That's 3. Magic bands, 4. Candles, 5. Black candles, 6. Yellow and blue, 7 and 8. You have the large triggers, 9. Small triggers, 10. Value area, 11. You have MACDs, 12. Bollinger Bands, 13. RSI, 14. And then there's other chart that has 6 of them. So in order for you to predict something, you need to do 20 calculations on average. So what is trading? First of all, I'm now started getting into a little bit more basics. Is what is trading is in futures is speculation. What will price do next? Because that's how you win, right? So if the price is, say right now this is the price of S&P 500, March 2024 contract, 5014. It's heading down. 50. It's a Friday close. 5014. If you said in next 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, price goes to 5021. It's only 20 points, right? The difference is what, 20? If price actually goes there, you know how much money they will give you? $1,000. $1,000 they will give you. And how much money you need in your account? Nothing. $42. I know it's too good to be true. People are like, oh my God, sir, sahi keh raha hu na? Koi paise chahiye account mein? Nahi chahiye na. He's not planted, by the way. Right? That is, all you have to do is just pick the right direction. So here's the beauty of this. I don't care price is here. I don't care here. Here. Doesn't matter where it is. All I care about is what is the next move of the price. And if you are moving and predicting in the right direction, you get paid. So whether market goes up or market goes down, you get paid. Most people don't know that. Most people think only you make money when the price goes up. You bought something and price goes up, you can make money. Not in stock market. You can make money 5 times faster when it goes down. 5 times faster. Every single day, my group sits and we're like, I hope market crashes today. I hope market crashes. Because panic creates selling, and selling happens 5 times faster. I don't know if you were with me on Friday. Friday, did you do the live stream with us? Nasdaq hit 18,060. What happened then? I'll show you the Nasdaq chart. In how long? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 points down. Everybody was done, right? So I like personally, there's 2 types of people. There's people who likes to predict market is going down, up. I really like when market is going down, because I like to see people panicking faster, and then they said sell. And so in this type of trading, we're going to teach you high intense, high volatility. You just pick the direction. So for example, if you see a black line, already software is telling you price is going to go up. It was coming down, it will go up. Then you see another black line, you're like, now the price is, so this is our like really key behind our software is, so in a trading world, you need some tools to analyze the market. So there are tools like this available by the dozen on many websites. What we did was we looked at every possible tool, which I said 20 of them, and we said, you know what is the highest probability to get the good trade? By the way, there's no traders in the world that will do 100% trading. Meaning that if they took 10 trades, 10 are good. It doesn't work like that. You take 10 trades, 9 are good. Sometimes 10 are good in a day too, no problem. But if you plan your trade that, hey, you will win out, every time you will come out winner. But if you randomly click, it's not gonna work out for you, right? So you have to wait, you have to understand, you have to learn. And your job is to just watch and learn these 20 things. And you don't have to understand the math behind it. How do the MACDs work? That's our job. MACDs are the math moving averages of a price. What is RSI? So, for example, I'll give you an example. My dad is really old. All he sees is, hey, I don't care about how RSI works. That's called, the math behind is called the relative strength index. So think of trading like, we're the guys who design the car. The mechanics, aerodynamics, like all the calibrations we have done. Your job is race, brake, reverse mirror, side mirrors. That's all your job is. Your job is not to see how combustion engine works, because that's our job, right? To do the math, the programming. Your job is, hey, Rafay has said these two lines are this means overbought. So we're going to give you a manual to understand this. I know today is your first day. You have no idea what is this doing. But as a visualization, I asked one question, what is happening on a candle? And they gave the right answer. Hey, it's going up. Every time I see a black candle, price is reversal. So that's all you have to learn, and then you will get good at it. So this is something, let's say, in a new walk of life, your human brain will start to develop new neurons in your brain. You have no idea. So for example, think of it. When we were 16 years old, driving was hard, right? And then we took the course, and then at the beginning, driving, even like I know, you can't even turn on music, right? And now coming here, you're talking on the phone, your coffee is there, you're listening to music, it becomes second nature. So it's like practice, same idea. You're gonna watch this every day, and eventually you're like, oh, I understand, RSI is overbought. This is oversold. What is an area? What did he talk about when it says black candle to 4.75, right? It's new. I know it's new. It takes time. It takes time for you to understand. And we are gonna, but a lot of people, again, didn't want to spend that much money. So we're gonna give you every single thing that we have in our human power to teach you, to coach you, and then you will decide after 14 days if this is something you want to go ahead or not. We're going to teach you not to invest a single dollar of yours, zero. I don't care how much money you bring in. I have people, I say, unless you pass a trading exam, you're not putting your own money. Because there is an exam. We have an exam for you. That exam, I don't charge the exam. There's a company in the world that is called Apex. It's on our website. They will, after you've learned everything, we're going to put you through the exam. And if you pass the exam, they'll give you some like confidence. They'll tell you some dopamine is going to hit your brain and say, hey, I feel good about it. I understand it. And trust me, you don't need any experience in trading. You can learn it, maximum couple of months, you'll be floating. Of course, then you start to understand, okay, I now know how to drive. But you know what? My battery died. How do I fix it? Then you start going to level 2, level 3 and understanding, hey, you got to do positive, negative. You don't have to call CAA. Think basic things. And then you start, and then if you have more interest, you can start opening up your own brakes and calipers and start changing it, right? So how to attach an indicator, how to go and write a strategy. That's level 3, 4, 5, but a couple of years down the road, you can automate most of it. You're like, you know what? Every time I see a midline, I'm going to take a buy trade, automatically should happen, right? So, but that's down in the future. What we want from you is to learn it enough that you're making money. You're learning something new. And every time I say one thing is, I don't care you join this program or not. I don't care. We have enough students. We have worldwide. We're still selling. Like every day, you buy our subscription, we make money from it, right? Worldwide now we sell this subscription. But be aware of everything. Be curious. I don't want you, just don't get scammed out there. If somebody says, hey, you know what, you have an invoice from PayPal and then something is too good to be true, just don't fall for it. I mean, if anybody says, hey, buy crypto or this coin is gonna go so high, I want you to question it. Like whether you're part of this program or not, I want you to truly question it and say, hey, why I should buy Bitcoin? Why XRP is high or low? All of this. So regardless, everybody should be somewhat aware of what is happening. Why natural gas price is down? What is employment data is going to do? Like all the high-tech companies are cutting their jobs. What does that mean, right? So We'll teach you how unemployment works, how our CPI works, how interest rate affects your life, right? So be somewhat of a financially aware of the knowledge behind it, right? So that's what we are trying to. So there's 4 main things now. I will say that everybody can you can have it in your mind, but sometimes you're too shy to ask. Is, hey, such a great software, you're making money. Why do you have a need to sell it? So we break it down, this answer, into 4 things. Number 1, of course, you will see me use this software daily that we have designed, and you will see me making money live on the screen. So we use the software, we make money. Number 2, and we make like lots of money. It's not something that, the lifestyle for me that it requires money. Like my 3 kids go to private school. Each fees of each kid is $1,500, right? Or Mercedes for a company costed $3,000 a month, right? This office, employees. So unless we're making money from trading, we can't really support that type of a lifestyle, right? Number 2, when you subscribe, we use the software, we make money. Number 2 is when you subscribe or you buy, I'm teaching you something. I'm making money because I'm giving you my service. Number 3 is there's $300 a month. Again, a lot of people who want to now get into trading, but it is expensive. Honestly, just search on Kijiji and find out people who are doing mentorship about trading. You will not find a company that provides more service than we do, more amount of things that we do at this price. People are teaching trading for few years. There's a guy online charges $50,000 just for a seminar, but we have to deliver you something, right? So we have a challenge now, open challenge online and offline. For $300 a month, find me a company that can give you the following: a good piece of software, good areas, support and resistant, live streaming, all the supports 24 hours and more and beyond, right? So what we figured out that people want to get into trading, but they don't want to spend a lot of money at the beginning, right? So that's why we came up with a figure that to help $300 a month, we now can, bring on board a lot of people from a different country. UAE came on board. We have Spain, Italy. Today, I think other day we had a person from Finland sign up, Australia, New Zealand. So a lot of people who want to get into trading but don't have a lot of money. This is a good starting point. Number 4 is the most important part is we are now with this new version of software, we want to build a community. What is a community? Is every time I say is the way trading works is a little bit different than every business. Let's say you have a good supplier of a product. I'm going to say this mug, and you want to get into a business of selling these mugs. So the moment you have figured out a supplier, you're going to make sure nobody knows about that supplier because that's, you're going to hide it. I don't care your brother, sister, mother, because once they know it, they can go to the same supplier, start the same business. So it's a competitive business, not trading. Trading works opposite. You cannot hide your trades. Elon Musk, when he wants to drive the Dogecoin price up, all he does is announces on Tesla, on his Twitter that, hey, I'm buying Dogecoin, and price goes up. So if we can build a community, which we are slowly, TikTok has 20,000 followers, Telegram has 2,000, and it's growing daily. YouTube has growing. If we announce that, hey, this is our area to sell that I gave you, that everybody should sell from there. The more people selling, it's beneficial for everybody. So this is the one type of trading that works as a community. I think a few months ago, if anybody watched the story of GameStop, there was one stock where Wall Street versus internet. Wall Street says GameStop is a garbage company, it doesn't have earnings, it should go down. The whole internet decided we're gonna go long. And they made money. So again, when you are working as a community, so that's why every trader generally has a Discord group, a Telegram group, giving you a signal. giving, it's okay. Everybody, I have a tremendous respect of every type of teacher, coach out there because they're doing something beneficial for you. So, but the same idea is, those signals and everything is great, but just don't rely on them blindly. You have to understand, when we say sell from 5055, what's the reason behind it? Market is overbought. That's a level of resistance. Things should come down from here. So if you took a trade here, by the way, this is at 216. By 223, you would have made $200. So in 5 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, sometime in the morning, 9:30 market, stock market opens, you're in the right direction. By 5:41, at least 40% of my floor is gone because they come in, or online, I start to get messages, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. My area hit, thank you very much. On Friday, it took until 3 o'clock. At exactly 18,060, price came down crashing and people made money, right? So all of it there is possible. You just have to join the program for free and test it for yourself, and then you'll see the value behind it, no problem. So now I'll take any questions about anything altogether. And then around 2 o'clock, tea is coming, coffee is coming. I don't know, coffee or tea or whichever is coming. You guys can, you know. Yes.
Friday को जैसे 18,060 की last time.
बिल्कुल आई, बिल्कुल.
So do you put that trade in advance or you wait, because what happens actually kept
Went to 70, and then came down. Now here's the thing. Around that time, you kind of get prepared. So what happens is, as the price is coming down, your risk to reward ratio is very good. So before, I got in 970 and I got 990 and I got stuck, and price did not have enough time for me. But the higher the level is, you have more chances the price will come. Because you have to understand, all these levels, everybody's computing worldwide, right? So they're all waiting for, I'm going to do Nasdaq right here. $71, it was our range, exactly the range. So what the computer did, it in advance, at 8:30, this number wasn't even, it's like it knew the future, right? How crazy calculations are. We were actually waiting for ES to hit 55, but if you look what happened around 9 o'clock, Pepsi earnings came. And Pepsi earnings were good, it took the market up. And it just took the market up so high that we were not sure what to do. But Nasdaq didn't hit this area. So even if you entered at 60, you made money. From 60, 70, you made more money. And this all happened at 250 approximately. And by, if you had led the trail, that would have been a $2,000 trade. आपने Friday को trade किया? आपने सुबह वाला long कर लिया था? सुबह short किया था. जब वो नीचे आ रही थी 48 से, तो आप तो 10, पौने 10 बजे डन हो. कितना लिया प्रॉफिट?
3 days हो गए कॉपी लगाया.
ठीक है, कॉपियर कितने की है? तो 300 टाइम 30,000 निकाला है. अच्छा या $3,000 निकाला है. ठीक है, तो सारों में पास हो गए, अभी हैं.
ये बने नहीं, अभी एक नहीं है.
ठीक है, एक. और जब पे आउट वाले में किया, ठीक है, अब जब 300 से ज़्यादा ना कीजिएगा, उसको आपको पता है कि उसकी एक लिमिट होती है.
So 18,060
You should, पहले आप लगा दो, no problem. Nasdaq will respect the areas. Like at worst, you will get out at a break even. Because you have to understand, it had a buy 255, it tried to create another spike, right? So, but even if you entered here, by here, you were done your $300-400. So we don't chase the number of points, we chase the lots बढ़ा लेना. So that, तो आप 3 कर लो, तो आपने तो 3 point ही करने हैं. Right, I posted a video on TikTok. I entered with 35 lots. All the market did was moved 2.5 points, and I made $4,000, and I was done. Right. So if you know exactly the areas there, go with a little bit bigger.
So in a situation like this, we could have put
3 or 4 lots and done, and be over with it. Right. So practices. What happens is, even areas are 98%. I have areas dating back 2008. You can look at the prediction of the computer and it's very precise. And you will say, my God, this software, sometime even this software we wrote and because it learns from itself. So it looks at it that did I hit the area yesterday? Did I hit the evening area? How accurate was I? And it teaches itself that, hey, like for example, what will happen on Monday is it didn't hit 55, right? So you will see that next areas are even more precise because what it will do is it learns from its mistakes and it tries to fix itself, right? So pretty powerful software. Now I'll come to a lot of people say, oh my God, I can't believe this thing exists or not. Then I said to them is same idea as some people say God doesn't exist, but you don't have to see something to believe it. Now you're here. This software is real. I'm real. This company is real. And you're welcome to come to anybody who's listening online, 90 Wingus Road. We're here. Monday, we're actually going to be moving to Brampton soon. Bigger office, bigger room. That lease is almost done. I think because we grew from a smaller office to bigger, and that all happened within last 1 year. Dixie Matheson office focuses on different clientele, because you have to come up with 5,000 or higher. So we only have like 30 seats that get rotated. But the subscription, because it's rising worldwide, we need more coaching, more mentor, and within a couple of months we'll be in Brampton. And we see geographically Brampton being our bigger audience. That we have at least 85% of the people who are joining us are from Brampton, right? So we're going to move our thing there.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Over here, the market did not even breathe when it was falling down.
Yes.
So was it motivated by some news?
No. This is what happens is, this is a level of resistance. So price tries to break it, right? And at that time, our computer knew that from this level of resistance, which is a level 3, R3, it has to come down. It has to come down. What we say, it generally is level 1 of a resistance, R1. I'm going to pick a market, ES, forget Nasdaq. You can pick market has to move at least 10 to 15 points. So the way it works is in mathematically, I'll prove you with I'll explain you, not prove you, is every time price goes up or down, doesn't matter. It has a pullback, right? We have a mathematical equation. This is approximately 35% of the swing. So if the swing is 100 points, we know you can get about 35% maximum out of it. So when the swing has gone 160 points from the lowest opening, we do know that it has to fall. So even though it went up like this, so price open, price really climbs like this. Or even if it's going down, it goes with some waves. Price never moves. It never moves, right? So these steps are your resistance levels and support levels. That's why we say, if you just look at this chart, and I know you have no experience, just tell me every time it touches a green line, what is happening? Reversal, right? So every single time it touches a green line, the green line is going there. That's a mid-band. So from mid-band, you're going up. So that's a trend trade. So if you want to enter a trend, where you will enter? Mid-band, mid-band. Right? So it's very, very easy to see things. You don't know mid-band, but we know mathematically what a mid-band does. It is the support and resistance level. Let me go back so many times and just looking at Nasdaq. Even if you picked one mid-band, how it goes up, how is it coming down? Even back. Goes up, goes up. Let's go back more. Goes up, right? So you can pick a mid-band as a trend trade, right? So if the trend changes, close your trade, right? So simple as that. So
Okay,
mhm.
and I got it. what
Yes,
you're
yes.
saying. So the thing is, how do you put filter on your greed? Over here, you were just asking question like it's falling down, how much money did you make? So earlier, what I was thinking, how to filter my greed is that I have to just put, stop, and after,
Okay.
taking certain points, I will just put stop and I would be out of the market. I don't care how much down it goes, how much up it goes. Otherwise, it's like greed kicking in all the time.
If you came in a bit earlier, I said you only bring two things to me, which is greed, control, and discipline. That I can't do. But I can tell you an easier way. Every single trader, I don't care how old, how new, we follow 4 things. We first plan our entry. We plan our entry that from which price we're going to enter, right? This is my personal way that I trade for a long time. Then I figure out how much profit am I going to take. Am I going to take $100, $200, 5 points, 8 points, 10 points? If you have any of these missing, you shouldn't be trading because that just means you're just luck, right? This is advanced, so I'm going to say advanced level. You should know how to average. If you're in a bad trade, let's say price doesn't stop here. What are you going to do next? Like you have to understand, right? So like how to get out of a bad trade. And the last thing is stop loss. At what point you're going to say, you know what? This trade is not going in my favor and I'm going to exit the trade. So if you don't have these 4 things defined, you're going to have a problem. So that's where greed will control is. Are you dealing with Apex right now? Not yet.
Not even.
Apex, where iron out your trading habits like anything. You know what they do is they penalize you on greed very quickly. So those who are doing so, and next thing is target. That's why I asked them, don't put more than $300. It's useless, right? So if you just want to make $300 a day, you're done. That's it. Go do something else with your life. There is better ways to do. Right? Trading shouldn't be consumed 23 hours a day because you're going to lose money. Trust me, what will happen is you've done 5 good trades, or so in our case, we have a standard rule where I say take 2 points in ES, and maybe from that area take like 15 points from Nasdaq, right? So pick an area that you want to sell from. From mid-band, you take 2 points. From expected high, you take like 5 points. So like after 5 points, I don't care where the market goes. It goes. People were writing, I'm trailing, and I'm like, if you make more than $450 in that one account, it's not even going to matter, right? So that's why we say you have to come up with a target daily.
So from area, you take 5 points.
Area, I take 5 points, and that's the area of expected high. Expected high. So
What's the second quadrant after?
see, this is average. So what is an average? So if you have an account which is bigger, so I'll tell you my example of an average. So I have an account which has a value of 1,500, right? And you know what? I had a number. It didn't go like me. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Now I'm going to enter in a micro. So so my rule is smaller account, you should do micro. PA, I'm talking about performance account, and I'll explain you what EA and PA is. So it's a micro, it's a $2 per point, right? I enter here and price still climbs because those are computer, right? Computer could be wrong, 98% right, but 2% now it starts going up. So I'm going to put a different number here. I'm going to put 18,060. And you know what? It kept climbing, kept climbing, kept climbing. Price came to 18,160. Now I am down a lot of money. Still micro, small, I'm down $200. Right? How do I fix this bad trade? Market is not coming down. I want to get out of this position. I don't want to give them 200 bucks, right? At 160, I will do another sell. So remember, I sold here, right? I shorted. Nasdaq has moved 100 points against me because Nasdaq can move like a bullet train, you know, right? Now I'm at instantly 160. I will sell another. You know what my price became? Right in the middle. Because now my lot is $4 a lot, right? Now all I have to do is fall up to in the middle. And then I will get out of a trade as $0, profit or loss. So averaging will help you if you know how to average effectively and efficiently. Otherwise, average can kill you. If you took an average right here, oh, I'm panicking, price happened to 71. You know it's going to kill you 2 times the speed here now? Because from here to here, your average is somewhere very, very close to your entry. So you can't average that close. You have to average distance. I'm going to let the market go. So I have a standard rule. I don't average until 20 points of ES. Sometimes I'll do a little bit earlier depending on which area am I close to. So I entered at expected high and price kept going up, right? I didn't make my money. So on extreme high, I will do another sell. And then hopefully it will pull me in. But I know, you know what my maximum loss is on a $1,500 account? 27 to 30%. So if I see $350 loss, I'm gone. I'm not done for the day. I'm not going to let my account drain to zero. So I lost 350. It means I lost 30% of my capital. So you have to have a mental capacity to figure out at what point you're going to cut this thing. Before you die, cut your arm. So you're still alive. So even this account, I'll show you my accounts now. I've had bad days, no problem. Market just didn't respect. Earnings came and just took me out. And I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to cut my losses at this figure and I'm no longer trading today. I've made up those losses. So a lot of time who are listening to me on live stream, a couple of us trade pure Nasdaq. And then we go ahead, sorry.
So with the movement of 100 points, it usually comes back this way to get you in a chance to average?
Yes.
Or
No problem.
There's a possibility we can still miss out?
But then you cut off your loss at a certain point. Then because what happens is, for example, if it goes from R3 to extreme high because of whatever reason, you know your P&L right now live, right? And you're like, you know what, I'm going to try to come down here and at this price I'm going to cut out. So which I have a maximum rule. 25 to 30% maximum of your account balance, you shouldn't take more than that loss. Otherwise it can really, really harm you. Because let's say if you have I'm talking about $1,500 account. If you lose 30% of it, that's $450. You can still recover in a couple of days. But if you've lost $900, that's not going to be easy to recover in a funded account, right? So you should.
When you were talking about penalizing in FX,
Yes.
you were talking about threshold?
Yes, correct. Because they will penalize you on your threshold.
So let's say in this example, when you come back,
Yeah.
then you close and come out of both the trades at the same
Yeah,
time?
both trades. So I will sell here, both trades, zero,
Close
and done.
Not just one by one?
No, one.
If you do one by one, which one?
So it will close this one first. And then it'll still show
It's
you.
best to close it.
Yeah, so just close it that, hey, I'm done. If you have a real brokerage account, there are so many tricks where you close the losing one and keep the profit one, right? So, because you can do it next day. So right now, guys, we'll take a 10-15 minutes break. And then from here till 5 o'clock, I'm here answering questions, all technical, even basic, doesn't matter. So meanwhile, we just take a short break. Okay, no problem.
मेरा तीसरा ये सेक्रीफाइस होने वाला है बहुत जल्दी जाता है तो नौ समझ नहीं आपसे बात हुई थी ना जी जी मैंने आपसे मैसेज पे किया so I'm still struggling with this
हो जाएगा.
मैंने वही पूछा था जैसे मैं 12:30 तक नहीं आ पाया तो वो जो आपने उसमें उतना टाइम में एक्सप्लेन किया मेरे को थोड़ा क्योंकि मेरा अभी जो स्टार्ट में मेरे को ABC भी नहीं पता तो मेरे को ये पता पहले करना भी मैं कैसे स्टार्ट करूँगा कैसे सब करूँगा
फिर मैं हम कहते हैं प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद आपके साथ ठीक है. नो प्रॉब्लम.
काफी जी मैं मेरी प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या क्यों है मेरा सुबह मेरे पास टाइम नहीं होता तो मैं शाम को बैठता हूँ और जब शाम को सर नाश्ता चलती है वो भी धीरे चलती है तो एक पॉइंट पर कि मैं डेस्परेशन मोड पर
डबल हो जाता है कि आप नहीं बनाए नहीं बनाए.
और जब मुझे सुबह मौका मिलता है उसमें मुझे लगता है कि आज ही सारे झंडे उठा तो that's my problem.
200 बहुत है.
तो शाम को क्या सर कौन सा
सर नैस्डैक को अगर आप ओवर बॉट ओवर सोल्ड तो बड़ी स्मूथ.
कितने बजे शाम को समय
नहीं देखिए ये कोई गारंटी नहीं. शाम को 6 बजे से लेकर रात के 9-10 बजे तक सही चलती है.
उसके बाद बहुत टाइम
बिल्कुल ठीक. फिर सुबह 3 बजे चले.
इट्स जस्ट मैटर ऑफ कंट्रोल
नो प्रॉब्लम. हो जाएगा हो जाएगा.
you lose 30-35%, right? Now it's fine. Now that lost $1,000.
I know it is a bit challenging. That's what it comes down to. But again, focus is the key, and greed is the one you gotta run away with. I tell you, 99%. Everyone has the same concept. Greed, that's the greed. Greed kills. Greed kills. No, greed kills. I'm telling you, bro. आप मार्केट में एंटर हुए नैसडैक आपने शॉर्टिंग पे पैसे बना दिए फिर तक लॉन्ग व्हाई यू नीड टू एंटर द मार्केट व्हाई मेरे ज़्यादा बंदा 500 या 200 बुलाता है कंप्यूटर बंद that's it done. It's just that control. You see the market opportunity, but you don't know the opportunity that's over here. क्या कौन सा परफॉर्मेंस है मेरे पास 3 PA और 1
Does it take that long for the first one?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it will go after your new PA account which I wanted to offer 00 था आपको उसके ऊपर 1500 बना सकता हूँ right तो same thing evaluation आपका 1500 का threshold है 1500 का आपका profit goal है तो profit goal आपने 7 days में complete कर दिया 8वें दिन में आपने email आगे दी या congratulations your back Monday को because 8वें दिन पे business working day पे आएगी जिस दिन market को भी right तो ये effect को भी अभी आराम से 1500 फिर आप ये कर रहे हैं निकालने के वो ज़्यादा वो ज़्यादा नॉलेज उनको है हमसे सेटअप करके भाई क्या लगे बस ठीक है आपने नहीं वो नहीं आया सैमसंग होता है जी Yeah, soon. We really won't know. Patient. We don't know yet. We're waiting. मैनेज करके बंदा का क्वेश्चन की करना वो और लगाता है वो मार्केट में से बढ़ती जाएगा but if you know what you're doing and that will make the other thing is all about he's been showing but just for following the bus वो ये कर 20 ये करो
working on midterm
that in cost of almost for
मेरा मेन रिसर्च होता है कि हमें लगता है कंटिन्यू टू उसमें हमेशा मेरे ये कौन इस चक्कर में
आपने कितना बना दिया लेकिन आपने कोई मतलब स्पाइक तो नहीं दी कि 1000 एकदम बना दिया वो फिर गलत है ना ये इनकंसिस्टेंसी है आप देखो 50,000 का प्रॉफिट बोल गया 3,000 का 30% क्या है $2500 टारगेट आपका 2500 टारगेट आपका प्रॉफिट टारगेट है $900 से ज्यादा नहीं आप बना सकते जो भी इससे ऊपर बनाया ना वो उन्होंने कम करके हाँ वो फिर आपको लेट मिलता बात हूँ सर आप एक दफा 10 दिन मैंने पे आउट वो आपको ईमेल भी आएगी अभी एक नई ट्रेड राफी मैंने बनाती है 100% एक्यूरेट 100% 19 टेक्स वो है बेसिकली 1510 के ऊपर होती है और यू टेक द एंट्री ऑलमोस्ट लेट्स सपोज हायर हाई लगा हुआ है और आपने शॉर्ट करना है आपने करना कहाँ से है कि मिड बैंड की प्राइस वो माइनस करना है जो ऊपर हाई हाई लगा हुआ है जो डिफरेंस होगा अगर वो 5.75 पॉइंट्स तक है तो फिर आपने जो हायर हाई लगा हुआ है उसमें से 4.75 माइनस करना और आपके एंट्री पॉइंट आ जाएगा वो बहुत इनसेन मैथ के साथ ट्रेड है मैं बता रहा हूँ
18,060 पे छोड़ दिया
नहीं मैं आपका ऑफिस अच्छा मैं तो पूछ रहा हूँ कैसा
वो एंड पे 19 टेक की ट्रेड अच्छी है
ओके ओके पहले मेरा होता है फंडेड अकाउंट समझाना तो पहले they took me off. I'm not happy because I was aggressively trading 3 लाख के अकाउंट तो उन्होंने मेरे कुछ अकाउंट हाँ और जी ठीक जा रहे हैं? मौका मिला नैस्डैक शॉर्ट करने का फ्राइडे को? कल नहीं मौका, ट्रेड नहीं किया? अच्छा हाँ, क्योंकि 245 पे एरिया आया था। हाँ लेकिन हमारा एरिया नहीं आ रहा था तो हम बैठे रहे। या बट आई न्यू कि मेरा ऑर्डर है ना, तो मैंने डॉक्टर संदीप से कहा, उन्होंने बनाए, सारों ने बनाए। मैंने तो हाँ लेकिन उस दौरान मैंने अपने थोड़े थोड़े कैंडल ट्रेड किए, कुछ करते करते तो हो गया। ऑलराइट, सो okay, we'll start our so I know a lot of guys who just joined, they've heard this a couple of hundred times already. So so first part is how do you join? You join via trial, then you move into the sorry, not yet. So tell them maybe tomorrow. You just say Saturdays are busy. So you came here, you got the trial, and you were happy, and you're like, you know what? I feel like I can trade, but here's my problem: I have no money. Very, very genuine thing, and you're like, you know what? I like to trade, but I don't want to invest any money. We have a solution for you, no problem. So the solution is called. You will see a banner on superareas.com. It says risk our money, not yours. There are 10 or so companies out there in the world, especially they're all based out of US. They will pay you to trade. And that is like getting a certification from them that you can trade. So of course, part one, we explained, you will learn, and now you've learned in a month or 2 or 3, and you can figure out what a mid band is and lower is and large triggers. And now you wanna test your skill. And the way you test your skill is 2 ways. You either risk your own money or risk our money, or a company that does trading funded accounts. So this is something of a new concept, relatively new concept. About 5 years ago, it didn't exist. So when especially I joined the futures game, you had to open up a broker account. And the way broker account worked is you deposited 500,000, 2,000, 5,000, and you traded. Same idea. They will say, you know what, gold requires 1,500, like crude oil requires this. So anywhere from $1,000 to whatever plus requires you to do it. That would be in our video number 1. That it tells you that if you want to do currency, you need this much money. If you want to do Nasdaq, if you want to do gold. So $1,000 is what you needed. And statistically, last 12 years, we saw this, that a lot of people who joined us, they really left after 3 or 4 months. So they bought the software and they're like, you know what? So they were excited. So they heard us on the radio and they weren't trading. Maybe they just stopped trading for whatever reason. Because what happens is, this is a graph that we saw statistically and so you were right here, you went like this. What happened was, couple of months you made really good money and then you lost it. And then you were like, no man, this is not gonna work for me. This is high risk, high volatility, and I'm part of this, but I don't have that much money. Because the moment you lose $1,000 in futures game, if you are not, if you don't know how to trade futures, you're gonna get scared. Trust me, $1,000, you will not trade for a couple of weeks if your capital is low. So I say one thing, trading is rich man's hobby, rich woman's hobby too. So it's not particularly the case of just men only. It requires capital, $50,000, $30,000, $25,000, $100,000, then you can be somewhat make money, like in this field. But how do you get there? they're like, of course, not everybody has that kind of capital to get there. So of course, if you have $25,000, $30,000, you won't lose in trading business because you can always recover it tomorrow, the day after. So losing $1,000 in a $25,000 game is not that much, right? So you will recover it next day. So what more people were losing, we figured out how to keep their interest in it. And these companies like this, we partner with them. So what do they do is if you go on our website, there's a company called Apex Funding, and they now have, and which we are affiliated with them, and it's called Apex Trader Funding. What they allow you to do is they ask you write an exam. So you will write an exam. It's called an EA account, EA or exam account or whatever you call it. And their exam starts with as low as this exam is 147, but no, 167. Let me go up a little. Is as low as $42. Right now there is a sale, it's only $29. So they will charge your credit card. By the way, to open a broker account, you need a SIN number, passport number, driver license, utility bill, and it's a process to open an account. In Canada, you cannot open a US futures account. You have to go through a US broker. In Canada, you can trade stocks, options, through TFSA, all of that, but futures market of US requires a US broker. So there's one company called GFF, they're the biggest, and we recommend them highly. There's more broker, Ninja or others, but this requires at least $1,000 of investment. But when you go with a company called Apex, they will charge you today anywhere from, I'll still write $42 because the sale will go away and then you will blame me that, hey, you said, you have few conditions. So let's say if you bought an exam today and you wrote an exam of, let's say February the 10th, you have until March the 9th. So you have 30 days. So to test your skill of trading, that you can trade, you can predict, you can manage your risk, your loss. So there are a few conditions. Show us you can make $1,500 in 30 days. Show us that you don't lose $1,500 in 30 days. Show us that you can trade, close a trade at 4:59 p.m. Now let me explain to new people what does this mean. This market is open 23 hours a day. So it opens at 6 p.m. and runs until next 5 p.m. So it's only closed from 5. If you have a real broker account, your own account, you can hold the trade for as long as you like until the contract ends. But this funded account says 5 o'clock, please close the trade. I don't care profit or loss. You cannot go 5:01. So 4:59, you have to close the trade. Number 4. Now this is your thing comes in, discipline. What they want to see is, can you do this in 7 days or more? It's plus. It's not consecutive days. It's not something, let's say today, Sunday, Monday you take a trade, but Wednesday you have an appointment. If you miss, it's okay. Wednesday will count your second trading day. So you have to do that in 7 days. And most important, number 5, there's something called a threshold. So these are the 5 conditions they apply to you, and threshold is your greed control. And I'll explain you how that works. So if you can do this, you get qualified for funding. Simple as that. So how much money you have spent so far is 14-day trial, nothing. And if you subscribe, your cost has come to about $300 plus HST or 300 USD, depends on where you are outside of Canada. And you will spend $42 to write the exam. That's it. So show them you can make 1500, you haven't lost 1500, you close the trade daily, 459, and you have 7 days and you have a threshold. How does it work in terms of threshold? You start your account balance with $25,000. So okay, by the way, this is not real money. This is, you haven't, it's not, you just type in your credit card number and they give you fake money. It's just an exam money. You don't qualify, you lose this money, you lose $42. That's the maximum loss. So let's say if you have lost $1,500 in this exam, nobody's coming after you. They're not saying, oh my God, you've lost our money, please, this is gonna go in collections or credit report, nothing like that. You only lose $42. That's it. That's the maximum loss you can have in this exam. There are bigger exams. They have 7 of them. Pick, but everybody should start with the most basic one, which is the $42 exam. So your account balance of fake money is $25,000, and your end balance has to be $26,500. So you have to make $1,500 in 30 days or more. If you don't qualify in 30 days, you have to pay another $42. So let's say day number 29 comes and you have only made $1,000, it will roll over to the month number 2. You will make, so, but most people can finish this in 15 days. You can do it in 7, you can do it in 1, and I have tricks that up my sleeves, you can do it in 3 seconds. That's how fast it can happen. So that's all you have to do. Now the problem with this is it takes very much discipline. So this is day number 1 and your account balance, and you're standing at 0 and you have $1,500 of profit and you can only take a $1,500 loss, right? That's how you start. So let's say first day, so you have to keep a tally of your $1,500. You took a trade, bad trade. Okay, no problem. You lost $100. No problem. I'm gonna say you have $1,400 available. Now you took a trade and you made $500 first. That stays the same. You have gained $100 back. So that $1,500 stays permanently. That does not change. So the maximum loss you can take is $1,500. So it's not something that if you made $500, they will only give you a credit of $100. So that's how threshold works. So your threshold is locked at a price. All of this is going to be recorded on our YouTube. If something doesn't make sense, you can go over and over and over to understand it, by the way. If you have made $500, you can only go negative to $1,000 because all of this is $1,500. Does this make sense?
So threshold, you can earn it back to 1500.
Correct. No problem.
I thought it just goes.
No. Of course, if you make profit, threshold goes back up. So like if your threshold is down, I've had accounts go down so negative, and as I start to make money, threshold comes back up. No problem. So it's not just stuck at 300.
And I'm left with 200-300. I almost.
No, why? Just pick a random trade of Nasdaq. It can come back up. I've brought dead accounts from $300 to higher to $1,200 plus. No problem. All you have to do is work on it $50 a time, and threshold will back on. So here, look what I did. Started with 15, bad trade, right? 1,400, but then I made $500, right? They added $100 back. You're back to full threshold. So threshold works like a scale. It just moves up and down. Now, most people get confused here. They say, well, yesterday I made $500. It means I can lose $2,000. No, you can still only lose $1,500 from your highest position. So you have to keep that in mind. Say that you will start losing 15 from the highest value. So that's how threshold works. And the second thing is most critical to keep your discipline is you start a trade of gold at $2,000. Gold went up to I'm going to pick S&P, easier to explain. 5,000. S&P, price went to 5,005. Everybody should know this, they have made $250. If the price of S&P moves $1, you will make $50. So here your profit and loss is $250. Please, if you have any question, I don't care how small, ask me. May benefit the person. So don't be shy if you don't understand what I'm writing here, right? So it doesn't matter how small the question is. No, nobody's gonna say, hey, you don't know this. I don't care. So if S&P moves 1 point, you make $50. If S&P moved 5 points, you made $250. Now let's say if you didn't close this trade and price came down to 5,003. This is $100 and this is $150. Your profit and loss will show 150. If you close the trade now, your target got filled by 150. You understand? But you lost $100, remember. Because you didn't take the highest profit possible. So you have to really, really pay close attention to every trade. That's your exact answer, is why we want to work with a target. Hey, I'm going to take 2 points and get out. I'm going to take, because what happens is, you were like, if you let this run, and we don't know where the price is going to go, right? So take 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and just close the trade. Like so, put a limit order and get out of the trade.
So it shouldn't see the reversal at all?
No, it can. But you know, like this is a normal reversal. So what happens is, but if you close here, then you only lose $50, right? So this threshold headache finishes after round 1. So you have to just really work with their game plan and just make sure your threshold is not lost.
So in that case, trailing is not a good idea?
No, trailing is okay. See,
Because usually when you're trailing, it
see,
comes back and then you...
so it will hit here, right? So keep like a 1 point trail. Like just say 4 ticks behind, you can trail. That how much threshold you will lose? $100. You still have and you can make that back in the next trade. The moment you make another $100, your threshold goes back up, right? So next trade you can continue to climb this threshold to 1,500. So it's not something that if you've lost it. So okay, in this case, your threshold. Let's just start. This was your first trade. Your threshold went down $100 in this trade. Now you have $1,400. Next $100 that you will make, your threshold goes full back to 1,500. So threshold can climb back up. It's not a problem. So you can. That's why we say work with a limit order. Take 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, get out, then get back in. No problem. That's how. Yes.
Let's say if you start with 25,000 and you lost and you're back, you're at 24,500.
Yes.
Let's say
More
now
than
you have
that number, watch your threshold.
So now you have to make 2,000 though, right?
Yeah, of course you have to recoup all, because your target never moves. You always have to end up here.
26,000.
I don't care, you can lose 3 or 4 times back up, but this is your end result. Account balance started here, it should end up here. That's all you have to do. Yes.
So is it possible that we have achieved this target of 26,500?
Yes.
But our threshold is
$1. No problem.
it can go down.
No problem. Yeah. You just can't lose more than 4. I have passed. I'll show you my exams after this, my live exams and my live everything, because I'm standing here not without a proof. I will show you my PAs, my EAs, everything on the screen. So, yes.
So we should only have to maintain 26,500.
Yes.
Even if it's beyond that, it's okay, right?
I get to even this number doesn't matter. Like once you have a trade, you're not gonna ever land on this. Maybe you land on 508. Maybe you land on 535. Other day I took a trade and I landed on 27,000. No problem. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Like so, you don't have to put any effort in after 26,500 because you're done. Now let's suppose you're done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now in 30 days, you don't have to take only 7 days. You can do this in full 30 days. If you add $50 a day, you'll be done in a month. If you add $100 a day, you'll be done in 15 days. If you added $200 a day, you'll be done in 7 days. So you have to please remember, in the EA account, they're not consecutive. Any 7 trading days, any 7. It doesn't have to be consecutive, guys. Doesn't have to be that. Let's say you bought it today. Market is closed. Day 1 is gone. Sunday, market is closed. Now you have, what, 28 days left? So Monday, you made $100. No problem. And you close your trade. Now, what is your target? $1,400 left. You can split however you like. 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, no problem, no problem.
But if we win in one day, makes $26,550.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an exact example. Last Wednesday, these guys hedged one hot. In less than a minute, they made $1,500. What did I ask them? Put a trade, $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, and then you're done.
Even in those 6 days,
Yes.
$1 is minus each trade.
That's fine, no problem. As long as you don't go, this has to be 4 or 5. So let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, you did a hedge or whatever and it just went up and $26,520. $1 minus, 1 minus, 1 plus, 1 minus, you're still past the exam. That's fine. You don't have to have a winning trade.
Even if there's no plus in the next 6
Yeah, no problem. It's just they need to count as an attendance. If you write to Apex, you know what they will reply back? Please do micros and just put in your trading days. That's all they ask you. Yes.
So I've seen that, let's say you make 100 days,
Yes.
your fund only goes up by $87 or $85.
Mhm.
Isn't that fund value that matters, or you're making $100 much?
No, it doesn't matter. It's the value that you have to end up at. Like, so it's, if you made 87, then your target is 1,500.
So it's a fund, because if when you make 100, it doesn't go up by 100.
Because what happens is there's commission. Because if they take $1 a trade. So if you take 10 trades, they'll take $10. So you made 100, but you probably did 10 trades. So it's end of the day, if you open your app, this should say 26,500. That's all that's real. Yes.
I opened the Monday promotion when they was open.
Yes.
I opened the EA account that day, and I failed. I reset after 2 times. And the Monday promotion is gone.
Yeah. So they do run a promotion that they remove this limit of 7 days. So you can really pass in 1 day, no problem. It's,
But the Monday promotion is gone now.
no, you still go back to the 7 day.
Go back
Yeah. So you fall back on the 7 day program. That's fine. So then now you have to trade for 7 days, full trade. So that's it, right? So that shows you that you have written an exam properly. Yes.
So let's say someone passes in 1 day
Yes.
and we have to put attendance for another 6 days. Do they treat Sunday as a trading day?
Sunday evening will become Monday. So it's the same thing. If you trade $1 on Sunday evening, you don't have to trade Monday because market opens at Sunday at 6 p.m. So you open, you put a trade, you get out, your whole Sunday is done, your whole Monday is done. Because it's not really Sunday. It's really Monday.
Sunday and Monday is not 2 days, it's 1 day.
Monday. Because that counts as a full 1 day. So Sunday at 6 o'clock, market opens, you went in, you took a trade, you got out, your exam is considered that you have done a trading day. That's all. There's no limit on how much you trade every day on an exam or evaluation. So 2 things will happen from outcome of this is 2 things. You'll either pass an exam or you'll fail the exam. You fail the exam, you have given up $42 and then you'd say, hey, what went wrong? And then you get back in the game and so you can start the exam 5 minutes after. It only takes 5 minutes. You pay another credit card payment and you can sit back in the exam. So let's say 9 o'clock, I took the exam, I took 4 lots and I failed. 9:05, I can go back, pay another $42 and my time starts or reset the exam, no problem.
If someone puts liquidity risk
Yes.
say, or $20, say, and he just losing all 6 days.
No problem.
Say,
Still.
But if, let's say,
26,500.
On 7 day is $26,595 then.
495.
$499.
Then doesn't count. You can't go below 500. So then you have to put back $5, right, on the 8th day, right? So you can't be losing consistently and lose more than 26,500.
It makes sense, like for 7 days, even though they know that only
No,
one
what
month
it
they're
is,
getting paid.
okay, but remember, this is just passing, right? EA changes everything. I mean, PA. PA, you have to now thinking that now I have to trade for money. This is your account. So you somehow passed. I don't care how you passed, but PA is round 2 is more difficult. It's not difficult. You have to like consistently trade. You can't trade like spike that, oh, $1,500 and you're done. They will deny your payout. They won't give you, they will give you money, but not right away, by the way. So round 2 is, it's called a PA account. PA, or personal account, performance account, doesn't matter. Same conditions apply. Same conditions apply. Please make $1,500. Okay, so you have to pay a fee, $130 to $150. Okay, these fees don't come to us. There it goes to Apex. We have nothing to do with our subscription, nothing like that. So that's just a service we provide with them. So you pay $130, so you don't have a monthly fee, by the way. There is no monthly whatsoever fee altogether. So that's what you pay one time. So $130 to $150 you have paid. Same condition, make $1,500, same condition, don't lose 15. Your condition is, okay, let's even make it simpler. I'm gonna hire you guys, all 30 of you. MashaAllah, house is full right now. And I wanna hire you that I want you to be my trader. And all I want from you is, I gave you an exam, you paid me $42 for the exam and you passed. Congratulations, I now think you are a trader. However you traded, whether you hedged it, whether you overbought, oversold, mid-band, like area, doesn't matter, you passed. Now I want to hire you. I just have 2 conditions from you. Please come to work 10 days. So please, that's all you have to do is just show up to work 10 days. And before I pay you, make sure your account balance is $1,600. That's it. So you can make 10 days, you have to make $1,600 and then I will pay you. No problem at all, no problem. So that's all my condition is. Now you can come once a month. And after, if you decided to come to work once a month, it will take you 10 months to get paid. If you decide to come once a year, you will take 10 years to get paid. So there is no expiration. There is no 10 days. You know how EA has a 1 month limit? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're not consecutive. They're not with any limit orders. There's no expiration that next month it's going to expire my PA, nothing like that. So any 10 days you can show up to work. Only thing I ask, please make not 1,600 in a day. Don't do that. I will tell you 200, 300, 400, 200, 100, minus 50, 80, 90, doesn't matter. Be a consistent trader. So the wave should look like this. Very simple, average math. It shouldn't look like this. So that's just, they're not gonna like it. So in an EA, what do we do? 1,500, $1, $1, no, it's not gonna happen. In this account of 25,000, please don't make more than $450, please. Don't, it's not gonna matter. You don't need to make it. They're not gonna approve your payout. So how do you do this? 200, 150, 300. Oh, you were really lucky, 400. Maybe you lost 200. Maybe you lost another 100, plus 200, plus 200, and then your 1,600 is done. So there is a consistency rule in round number 2.
Maximum 30% of your profit.
Profit. So 30% of 1,500 is $450. So do not add more than $1,500 in your account. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
And how much do they pay out of that?
Full. They will pay you later down the road. So let's say he made $1,000. आपने 1000 बनाया, उन्होंने आपका 450 PA में दे देना है, बाकी आगे ले जाएंगे. So you have you.
$50,000 account.
Yeah, but he has 650. No, how much is it? No, 2,500 ka 30%, 750. 3,000. No, but your payout. How much is your payout? The 3,000.
3,000 is the goal.
Okay, the 3,000, 30%. Yeah, $900. 900 is maximum you can put. So they'll hold that $100 after 90 days. They will still give you, but not right away. So that's all you have to. Any questions in here? I know a lot of faces look confused.
And the year account.
Yes.
Every month it renews, right?
Yes.
So let's say if you made 1,000
Yes.
and it renews, does you start from zero again or?
No. It rolls over. It will only reset if your account is blown up. So if you still have, but here's what people sometimes make a mistake. They only have $100 threshold left. And then they say, oh, like, how come it didn't reset? And you have to fail the account for a reset to go roll over, right? It's not a problem. So this is a company that we use exclusively who will pay you to trade. And I can show you payouts of $35,000 in a month, no problem. My 2 payouts are gonna come. I have a different approach with them. So let's log in. Now look at these 2 accounts. 10 days of trading. I'm done 10 days of trading. So it's not like 10 consecutive days. Maybe I skipped 2 days. I've done 10 days of trading. And now one account has $1,675. One account has $1,615. And on 15th of February, they will send me $3,000. That's it. So like I didn't.
Maximum 1,500 in 1 month.
Sorry? Exactly. But
So when you say 10 days, it is out of 1 month. That's
out of 10 months, I don't care. Like 10 trading days.
usually the standard one is within.
No. There is no
10 days before a payout.
before a payout. Before I pay you.
10
So
days
no regulation of a month.
No regulation.
I can go vacation for a month and
Sir,
then trade.
I will tell you. 1 second. Let's go up.
10 days is the prerequisite of getting payout. Yes.
1,086.
Okay.
35 days. You know, I'm going at a speed of a snail to show you can make $30,000 in 3 months. Because here's the big picture. I did a video flying from here to Emirates because I have a golden visa with the apartment building that I own there. 21 apartments, 7 shops. When I did the video and I wrote, you can make $100,000 a month. I will prove you on the math. This funding company allows you 20 accounts, 20 PA accounts. I have done 35 days of trading and I've made $1,100, right? I'm ready. The moment this account gets to $1,600, I'm ready for another payout. There is zero headache there's no deadline. So please don't think. So what I do is I'm running parallel account. Now I'll give you an example that I now start to use. You know how real estate agents get paid? How do they get paid? They work on deals. So they show you a home, they try to get your mortgage, they work with a builder, appraisal, and maybe a deal closes in 1 month. Maybe a deal is closing in 3 months. So they're not immediately getting paid out. They get paid out down the road. Maybe a good realtor has 5 deals coming. Maybe, so for example, so what I have here is 20 deals running parallel. One deal is standing at 35 days, $1,100, 33 days, $790, 32 days, $640. And then these 2 deals are matured. I'm just gonna get $3,000 from on 15th of February. That's it. So as they mature, they'll send me money, and then I'll work on it to get more money. So I'm running parallel 20 different accounts. You can run them in one shot. Some I copy, some I don't. So there's a software called Trade Copier. So if you are very good at trading, you can pick 2 or 3 accounts together and copy together, and they work flawlessly, no problem. So,
Can copier be used for EA accounts?
100%, 100%, no problem. A copier can work with, yes.
Okay, if I'm a daily trader.
Yes.
So I'm capable of creating 2 paychecks within 1 month's time, because roughly there are 20 days trading days.
Yes,
in a
because,
month.
because weekends is closed.
So I mean.
Technically, their own video says, you can make $60,000 US per month if you can trade their way. Meaning that's the maximum you can. So what that means is, you traded 10 days, you made $1,600, and you had 20 accounts. I'm just saying 20 accounts. So 1,500 times 20 is $30,000, and then another 1,500. They send a video in your email explaining you the whole method. So you can make like a 60 on a bad account, meaning that the cheapest account. If you have a $30,000, the $300,000 account that I'm working on, you will see it up there. 3,500 times 20 times 2. Maximum this company will pay you under $140,000 US in a month. In a month I'm talking about. This is massive money. This is, again, we started the presentation with sky is just the beginning.
One more question. When you say showing up to work, it means
Trading, exactly. Anywhere in the world. You don't have to come to that office or here or anything. This is, guys, that's the highest. Like, to trade 20 days, even it's not possible for me. Like, it requires, market has to move. I've traded, you've seen, market moves up, down, up, down. So 20 days is difficult in a month. What you do is try to take 1 payout a month. 1 is very realistic. In 20 days, you will be able to make 1,600, no problem. Absolutely no problem. If you add 100 to 200 a time, no problem. Yes.
So is trade copier is free in TradeAway?
No. That's called a group trade. I don't like it. I've used it. The group trade is complicated. So you have to really use their app to copy the trades. It's better to spend the $150 and get the trade copier from Apex. It's
Copier, can I have one EA and one PA?
Yes, I'll show you my copier. Right here is my copier setup. My copier is simple. I pick a leader account and I have all of them set up. So whatever I will do in my leader account, whether it's a PA, whether it's a GFF, whether it's an EA, copier doesn't know anything. Copier just says, I'm going to take whatever this account is doing, whether it's a SIM account, it's a EA, it's a PA, and I'm going to apply to these accounts. These all happen to be a PA, right? And I will just get that in, no problem. Yes.
Sometimes the copier doesn't close the execution of a trade. You have to flatten the.
Yes, you have to flatten. See, this is what I use right here, flatten all, right?
Every time you use flatten.
I normally exit with a limit order. I don't have, like, to be honest, I'm running copier for well over a year. I don't know why people are having problems. It doesn't.
Flatten all means close.
Close, but here's the problem. Why I don't like to, this is emergency button, right? Flatten means that, hey, you are out of a trouble and then you're in a trouble, you want to kill everything, right? So that will, but some trades I am in a EA, some I'm in a PA, some I don't want to close. So I will go in a DOM and I will close the leader account. And I can say, because you have to understand, you can flatten individuals too, one by one, right? So it's not a problem. Yes?
To get all these, what do you call
PS,
accounts,
yes.
so you need to first get
Finish
all
the
20.
exam. So
So I have to take like
20 lessons.
I can do parallelly those?
Yes. So what I do, first I want all of you guys to finish one.
Okay.
So take the full understanding it. I'm going to go from EA to PA to payout. That will give you the full cycle. How Apex works, how wise.com works, how much money you're gonna make, how much commission you're gonna give. So it's like, you know, you understand from A to Z every single thing, because it takes time, right? You have to pay $42 here, you have to pay $130 here, then you have to pay, you don't have to pay anything in terms of anything else, no. So wise.com is an account, they're gonna ask you to set up. Plain.com is an account, free, you have to set up. So you're really, because you may not finish your EA first time. It may take you 2 or 3 or 4 tries before you get there, right? And then this journey for a good trader is 17 days. A good trader can do this whole round trip in, actually I would say 20 days, because you have to get paid. So every 20 days somebody can get paid $1,500, no problem. But here's a bit of a challenge. What it is after you have made $1,500 in that account, your threshold headache is finished. Meaning that, you know how this, why I explained your threshold is 1,500? You don't have to worry about that headache, because that's your own money now. You are using your own money. Now it's 2 things will happen once you reach $1,600 in your PA. You can choose to end your relationship with Apex. You're like, all right, I now know I tried EA, I passed. I did my PA and I passed. You can now exit that relationship by withdrawing your money. So all the money that you made in your PA account, you get qualified to get paid at $1,500 and you can finish it. Or you can leave $1,500 there and build on it. So let's say you make $2,000, leave $1,500. So leave a cushion of $1,500. It's up to you. So then you don't have a threshold problem. You understand this? I think you a little bit.
We are adding our capital now.
Because that's your capital now. That $1,500 was yours. Now it became like a GFF brokerage. Beginning, not everybody is disciplined. Trust me, not everybody is disciplined. I tell everybody, withdraw the account and let's start over with another EA. Because most people would lose their discipline. I want something coming back in your pocket. That will cover your 3 months of super areas fees, guys. If you got your one payout, you pay me what, $300 a month, right? Plus HST. One payout has paid 3 months. Just work on one payout. If you even get one payout, you're earning more than what you're paying me.
So even if there's no threshold restriction,
Yes.
But once you, let's say you get to 1,600, you take off 1,500.
Yes.
You got 1,100. You can grow from there.
Yes, you can grow.
Or if you lose 100, then it's.
No. When you lose 100, then your account is gone. So what I will do is look at my PAs. $1,675 is there. 1675, 15. When I will withdraw 1,500, I will have $175 left in that account. I can start to, I'm not gonna destroy that account. Maybe I destroy it because I have more EA lined up, right? And I can go back. So it's up to you. You can start building up from 100 again. And here's the benefit, guys. If you are a real money investor, you will know that a broker allows, you have to have certain capital in your bank account to take a trade. Do you know, I don't know how many people know this, in order to trade one quantity of S&P 500, you need $650 in your account, right? You know, even if I leave $100 there, I can still play 4 lots. I know it will go instantly negative, but if everything is perfect, if I take 1 lot, I only have $175, but they're giving me so much bigger bonus, free money. And I can take that and grow $50 more. And I can grow $50 more. I take a point, and that 175 can grow again and give me fruit in 10 days. No problem. All I have to do is just make another 1,500 and withdraw it, right? So this is endless money supply right there. Don't overtrade. Go with the target. 2, 3, yes, sir.
Does Apex allow Algo bot?
No.
And how about sir, if let's say someone made $2,000 in PA, right?
Yes.
And they took out maybe 1,200 or
Yes. Okay.
1,000
every day you hear one word Mukesh Bhai, right? Because he's the he's like, he can do this account. He made $2,700 in 10 days. And then he got out $1,200. He still have $1,500 in his account. It's okay. He doesn't have a threshold problem. So 2775 was his balance. He took off 1,200. He still have 1,575 in his account and he's building. So he decides that every 2 weeks he will make 1,500 and take out. So now it's a money-making machine, money-making.
Basically, we can reduce this cushion up to
$100 and then start building. Exactly.
It's our luck, you can go up or down.
So you can withdraw less than 1,500 as
You can withdraw $500. You don't have to withdraw full 1,500. Only 500,000 up to 1,500. So let's say in this account, I can get only $1,500. I can still leave $1,200 and build it up to 3,000. So you don't have to dead the account. I mean, you don't.
So 1,500
Is the maximum you can withdraw in this account per payout. So in 1 month they allow 2 payouts. You can get 3,000 from an account.
even if you have 5,000.
Yeah, maximum 1,500 is the payout.
Last week you were telling that we can withdraw all money
Yes.
and finish the account, and then another account we can.
Yeah. So okay, let's see. Look at my scenario. These 2 accounts, I have $100 left. I'm gonna look at Nasdaq and I'm like, all right, close my eyes. Now I'm gambling. I'm not trading. It could instantly 5 points Nasdaq goes against me. I'm done. Right. This account is dead. Look what I have prepared already myself too. Passed. This one is passed. This I did in 1 day. So while one is dead, my next one is ready to go into the queue.
So that's 21st.
No, still 20th. So you can park as many PAs as possible, but you can only have 20 PAs. So here's my problem is if I log into my email, you guys will see the error like I show everything. So I'll write the word congratulations. You have passed your account. And when I try to pay, issue found, you cannot have more than 20 active PAs. So what do? I let one go, next one ready. So because every single day you guys can pass EA, man. I don't know why is it being difficult, but expected high, Nasdaq, on Friday, 18,060 and 3 lots, and I was screaming, and I was like, I gotta go pick up my kid, but I'm gonna put in my order. And
Let's say we withdraw whole 1,500.
Yes.
Do we need to wait for 90 days to get all withdrawn?
No.
Finish that account?
No. Like, I mean,
So once PA condition is passed, 10 days. You
so
can
then
pass.
again, next 10 days start, right? So you withdraw. So let's say,
My question is when we are.
how much is,
qualified-
let's put a full scenario, how much is in your account?
So let's say 26,500 or 600.
Okay, 1,600 is your account.
Yeah.
You withdraw 1,500, you're left with
No,
100.
I'm saying if there is 1,600, that's a cushion.
No,
And
no,
10 days already qualified.
So you already qualify for this amount.
No, I'm asking in general a question.
No, but like,
We already passed EA, right?
Yes,
Today
EA is
the last
done.
day. Now we will be submitting the fees once we get the email, right?
yes,
And we, let's say we start building this PA again.
Yes.
For another 10 days.
yes.
After 10 days, if we want to withdraw all 1,500, what's the process? Do
Nothing.
we need to wait for 90 days?
No, 10 days.
10 days.
Any trading, so like I said, your job, I've hired you, you passed the exam. I want you to show up to work 10 days. Not consistently, not in a month, not in a year, any 10 days. And then I want you to make $1,500. Once you have made $1,600, once you have made that, I will issue you a check. And I'll say, here you go, sir. You've come to 10 days. So like I said, my own account. So this account, again, I go back to my account. These 2
But we
accounts.
have to,
This is exact
request the payout, right?
Sorry?
We have to request the
Yeah,
payout.
on 15th, I will request a payout on these 2. No problem.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why don't we leave $1,500 in the account and pursue the account further?
Personally, for me, I find it easier to pass this is a security deposit of $1,500, right? I could use $1,500 right now, go back into an EA for $42, go back into a PA for $130. So I've spent $172 to come to the same point of $1,500, right? So I don't want to continue my relationship with Apex after an account. I've done the work. I just say I will go back and sit again, do my EAs, do my PAs. It's cheaper, right? Think about it, cost-wise. If you're doing aggressive trading like I do, where I can pass in 2 days, 17 days is all it's required to get a payout, right? Technically. And how much money? 42 plus 130. So instead of leaving $1,500 on the table, I grab that 1,500 and I'm like, I'm done. I will pay another $42. I will pay another 130, and I'm back in the queue. So why? And
there's no limit of like passing the exam. You can pass maybe 20, 30, 40.
look,
exams.
I have like
But yes, there is a limit of
20 payouts. Yes,
in one house.
exactly, one household. So as I'm graduating more, I am getting more aligned up in the process. So by the time this is gonna go out, I have another one up there waiting, and then I will put that in. So
You create the pipeline.
so I am creating an ultimate loop as a computer software.
Like a chain.
So like a chain. So
you got your 21st EA.
no. You can have 100 ES. They don't care.
How long
PS,
can you
PS
process?
should be not more than 20.
7 days past, 10 days past.
But how long, like your EA sitting now?
Yes.
How long can you can have that?
Forever, no problem.
Once you pass it.
Because they pulled the limit. Before there was a limit for 48 hours, that you must pay 48 hours, you must pay this. Lately they pulled the limit, and then it's really good. Hey, I tried to pay, they say you can't pay.
20
Right?
जो एग्जाम पीए सॉरी वो एक हाउसहोल्ड में 20 की लिमिट सिर्फ 25,000 पे है हर अकाउंट पे ही है।
टोटल आप 20,000 वाले
आपके
लें,
जैसे बड़े अकाउंट्स है 300
वो दूसरे
आप तब भी 20 से ज्यादा नहीं जा सकते
20,000,
इन हाउसहोल्ड
no.
बट इन जीएफ भी वो लाइक because
But GF is one account. वो तो एक है.
money
Yes, it's
कैसे देखते हैं कि वन हाउसहोल्ड है एड्रेस
one household. They look for driver license, and when you get a payout.
अब जैसे ये सेम इनके बेटे के 20 पीए है और इनके 20
लेकिन वो एक घर के अंदर है ना, क्योंकि घर के अगर आपके वालिद या सिस्टर या कहीं और रहते हैं तो एक एड्रेस पे 20 अलाउड है, राइट? नो प्रॉब्लम. Trust me, people are trading 80 accounts out there. I know of, no problem. 40 trade away. So it's a mess for them right now. It's so crazy. And our क्या चीज?
हस्बैंड वाइफ को
एक घर में रहते हैं तो 20 ही अलाउड है ना टोटल.
तो 20 40
नहीं भाईजान, इतनी लुट नहीं भाई.
बेसिकली
एक एड्रेस पे 2 घर है आपके फिजिकल, वैसे एक घर है तो एक ही है ना. तो जब आप ड्राइवर लाइसेंस अपनी मिसेस का और अपना बुक करेंगे ऑनलाइन तो वो एक एड्रेस बनेगा. अगर वो डिफरेंट, कुछ लोगों ने एक प्रॉपर्टी विंजर में ली होती है, वो वाइफ के नाम है. नाउ यू आर अलाउड टू, बिकॉज वाइफ रहती है विंजर, पेपरों में बेशक रहती है लेकिन वो विंजर रहती है.
लैंडलॉर्ड के पास 20
सॉरी,
लैंडलॉर्ड के पास 20 है और टेनेंट के पास
लेकिन घर एक है ना. ये प्रॉब्लम है, अनलेस फिजिकली वो कहते हैं कि वो तो अब आपका और लैंडलॉर्ड का मसला है ना. अब प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ड्राइवर लाइसेंस अपलोड होंगे, आपने अपलोड करना है फोटो के साथ, 3D पिक्चर के साथ, दैट्स यू.
पासपोर्ट सारा अपलोड किया
नहीं वो ठीक है, लेकिन जब पे आउट आएगा तो आपका एड्रेस जाएगा. हमने ड्राइवर लाइसेंस देना है पे आउट पे. तो इट्स अदर वेज टू डू, बेटर वेज टू. लैंडलॉर्ड वाला मसला में देखिए अगेन, हियर्स द इशू. These things are, मैं बताऊं, ये जब आप उस ब्रिज पे पहुंच जाए ना, हम उस ब्रिज को उस वक्त बरी करेंगे. अभी एक पे आउट ले लेना तो बहुत बड़ा एक चैलेंज है. बिकॉज here it is that the money that you watch is 1,500 here. आप यहाँ खड़े हो और बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, ये स्ट्रेट है और भाई ये रास्ता ऐसे जाता है और हर थोड़ी देर बाद लैंड माइन बची हुई है और जो आपको ग्रेड से ख़राब करेगी, जो आपको ओवर ट्रेडिंग से ख़राब करेगी, जो आपने कहा अभी एक ट्रेड ले लिया, एक ऐसे अकाउंट जाएंगे कि लाइक मेरा ये अकाउंट राइट हियर, I can still manage to blow these up. if I go tomorrow and accidentally click wrong, and then so it's one mistake away.
That's why you take the.
Yeah, so I'm like, so idea is to guys be disciplined. That's all this math is. That's all this is every single day. Trading is the easy part. Controlling your hand, controlling entries. Yes, people take time to enter. Meaning that okay, some people I got a question. ओ भाई अगर R3 से भी ऊपर चली गई क्या करेंगे? ओ मैंने कहा कुछ नहीं कर सकते. I don't know if it's gonna stop there or not. All I know is if it goes up, I know either how to average or how to cut my loss, right? So you have to figure that. Okay, so let me show you.
150 की जो condition आती है फीस की, ये जो email आएगा आप बता देना.
देखिए आपने ट्रेड अब ये बताएं कि आपने ट्रेडोवेट लिया या आपने ट्रेडोवेट लिया ना, तो आपकी $150 की कॉस्ट आएगी. आपको ये ईमेल आएगी एग्जैक्टली. मैं आपको ईमेल पढ़ा देता हूँ.
लेकिन उसका पे करने का कितना देता है टाइम?
नहीं 48 आवर्स में करना चाहिए, लेकिन उन्होंने लिमिट उतार दी आजकल. तो लेट मी शो यू. So you have passed your account and it will show you the certificate of funding right here. Let's click on this. So it'll show you that okay, you have passed.
email है सर EA के 7 दिन के बाद आ रही है.
EA के 7वें दिन. Exactly. So for example, yeah, so ये आपको इस तरह की email आएगी कि you have passed it.
There's something wrong on TikTok.
Okay, what's going on? Should be okay, man. Let's try again.
Let me plug it back in.
लास्ट टाइम भी आपका YouTube
नहीं YouTube तो मैंने फिक्स कर दिया. YouTube yes. Yeah, yes, it's fine. ये दोबारा उसकी चार्जर लगा दे. Okay. Should be okay, ठीक है. So आपको ये email आएगी and it says just pay the account. Here they will trick you into paying 85 a month or 150 one time. Pick the 150 one time. That's just you have to make sure that you pay an attention that paid one time. And that's, yes.
Can I make 2 readers in one copier?
2 sorry.
Reader account.
No.
Just one.
But you can open.
Because I want to do hedging. So
Yeah, no, there is a different way to hedge. I'll tell you. So market is closed. I can absolutely this. So
सर आप दो hedge करते हैं.
नहीं मैं 40 hedge करता हूँ. मैं आपको वो बताने लगा.
ये email वाला पहले बता देना.
Sorry.
email वाला पहले बता देना, सर्टिफिकेट आएगा फिर.
ये देखिए आपको ये आई सर्टिफिकेट. Right here it says please if you have not logged into your account log in and pay the fee. So it will take you a payment fee and then that's all you have to pay for, nothing else.
But ये जो payment है इसकी कोई मतलब
नहीं जल्दी पे कर देना, जल्दी. तो 100 राइट पे पे करें और अगले 5 मिनट में अकाउंट रेडी हो जाएगा.
मंथली चार्जेस बंद हो जाएंगे.
मंथली चार्जेस $42 वाले बंद हो जाएंगे. वो खुद ही हो जाएंगे, खुद ही बंद हो जाएंगे.
और अकाउंट नंबर सेम रहेगा कोई
सब कुछ उसके आगे PA नजर आ जाएगा. So here is a copier example. Now लीडर अकाउंट ठीक है. अब ये समझिए आपके पास 20 अकाउंट है, ये पूरे 20 है ठीक है. अब मैं ये चाहता हूं कि 1 से लेके 6 अलहदा चलें और बाकी 6 अलहदा है जो ना, या 10 अलहदा करें. आप जो मर्जी कर सकते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट आई विल डू. Go to new and then you open another copier. You will get an alert that hey buddy you got another copier open. So in this case I will open like this.
It's a duplicate.
नहीं अभी आ रहा हूँ ना आपकी तरफ. ये देखें. नहीं मैं पहले hedge का बता रहा हूँ कि how what is hedging. Okay, in hedging is you pick a trade in opposite direction at the same time. That's the word hedge means. So there is a company called, there is a format called CFDs. Once you get out of futures, you explore more things. CFDs are called contract for difference. So CFDs. There are so many CFD companies out there, hundreds worldwide. They allow you to do a hedge. What that means is, Nasdaq, you can buy and sell at the same time. You can say 5 quantity Nasdaq I'm going to buy and 5 quantity I will sell. You can do that in CFDs. You cannot do hedging on futures. There is only one way of hedging in a real account. With this way. If you have a real account on GFF, the way you hedge is, you have one account, you pick 10 micro Nasdaq, 10 MNQ, and you pick 1 NQ. You put 1 long and 10 short, or 10 long, 1 short. They're identical. It's $0 winning or losing. I've given that trick to hundreds of people and they make money, wicked money. Hedging day came, interest rate announcement. Ashar Salim inside did the same thing. He took 2 and he did a GFF, 1 account. Open up 2 DOMs, 10 micro, you do long, and 1 Nasdaq, you do short. It's identical, weight is the same. One went plus $500. You close that. You got, and the one that's negative running, you close that later. Hopefully a couple of days later. So that is a hedging that is happening on a real account. Apex or this, you don't have a choice of a hedging because of threshold. GFF, or CFDs or anything like that. Any funded account, they don't have a hedging solution, right? So how do you hedge? And so you have to have 2 accounts. So EA number 1, EA number 2, right? So 1 long, 1 short, both direction, 1 will pass, 1 will fail, right? This was the last scenario. Very good. Now you say, you know what? I don't want to do on 1. I want to do it on 10, which means it requires 20 accounts. So now you have to hedge 20 accounts, 10 in each direction. How do you do that? 2 copiers, 10 in here, 10 in here. 2 DOMs, 1 here, 1 here.
Do we need to pay for 2 copies?
No, just open 10 copiers on the same computer, no problem. So copier 1, copier 2, they're running. Same idea. Now I'm creating a chain. So in the front, I'm just doing 1 action. You have to, so 1 leader here, another leader here. You see where my game is going? No, not yet. So Nasdaq, let's duplicate into the new window. Right here. So in this case, I will say my leader is 22, okay? And I want to follow 23, so let's just pick 10 accounts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So remember, I'm doing 22 and I only want to follow these 10. So leader, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So no, E or PA does EAs. Of course, they have to be all EAs. You can't hedge in PA anyway.
You have to make 1 leader.
Yes. So they are fresh accounts, absolutely fresh. All 20 of them.
With 100% threshold.
With 100% threshold. I open 1 copier with 1. Right now, what you do is 1-on-1, right? Now you wanna hedge more accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you did this. So 10 you took and you gave it a leader. Then another 10 you give and you gave it a leader. You have. Usme leader different, na? देखो
इधर 22 नंबर है,
उधर में भी, अब मैं यहाँ देखें, यहाँ 32 है ना, ये 32, okay, 32, 41, 40, I can do it in an order, it will make more sense. So you can select it that, okay, 22 is the leader, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, I want it to follow, right? Huh, yes, exactly. So now I want to just do, so now I will make another leader right here. In this, I want it to follow with starting with 32. So whatever I will do from the other 10, it will follow. Yes?
This is a multi-window for the copy?
Yes, now you can hedge down the line too. It is such an easy way to pass 10 EAs at a time. You sacrifice 20, make 10 pass हो जाएंगे.
But it doesn't allow PA.
No, PA is not. PA में तो फिर आपने आहिस्ता रियल ट्रेडिंग करना, ये तो पास करने के लिए है.
अकाउंट आप उसे लीडर कह रहे हो, बाकी कॉपी करते हो ना, क्या कहते हो?
Followers.
तो आपने लेट्स से कि 20 अकाउंट है, 11 नंबर को लीडर बना दिया.
इधर 11, इधर 22 को बनाया. मैं एग्जैक्टली. हाँ.
11 नंबर को आपने लीडर बना दिया लेफ्ट साइड पे.
हाँ.
और पहले 10 जो है वो उन्हें फॉलोअर.
ठीक है. यस.
अब इस साइड में जो पहले 10 है उसमें से किसी को लीडर बना दिया तो वो
नहीं, वो क्रॉस कर जाएगा, क्लैश कर जाएगा horribly. So you have to plan this up. So that I will do, how to hedge multiple accounts is you have to pick, let's say I'm doing leader number 1, let's say 1. So follower number 9 will go here, and then 10th will start here. And then whatever I do until 11th, so पहला भी तो है ना, so 10th. And then from 11 to 20. So your leader number 1 is an account leader, and 11th one is an account leader. You can't mess this up, otherwise you will have completely. Exactly. So what will happen is now I'm going long on just one leader, short on this one leader. Are still 2 clicks, and then all will get washed in one side. नहीं, आपने leader number 1, leader number 2. So. Exactly. So 40, आप देखें, instantly you will do the magic. Sir, next FMC आ रही है, Tuesday, Wednesday को आ रहा है. So, yeah. Yes. People pass in a heartbeat, 20 years. हाँ, ऊपर से 80%.
They don't really care about if we lose those 10 accounts, doesn't matter.
They're making money off it.
But you have to get a copy of that.
You have to get a copy.
But we lose 420 on the 10 account.
Of course, but you're going to lose 520 anyway. But this is a wholesale way of getting 20 PAs passed. जो आपने 1 पे किया, आप उसको 5 पे लगा दो. People buy 40 accounts the night before. They line them all up. 20 with one copier, 20 with another copier. That's the most aggressive way of passing an exam in a second.
कभी ऐसे भी chances हुए कि वो एकदम वापस चला गया?
सर, कहीं तक आप 20 पॉइंट की तो स्विंग आ जाती है.
उधर मेरा एक अकाउंट उड़ गया और उधर से उसने
नहीं देखिए, मैंने इतना नहीं देखा कि बहुत ही बुरा हाल हो गया. He managed to save 2 accounts. He managed to pass 1 and still save 1.
We passed in 2 days, we passed 2 and saved 3rd one.
Yes, exactly.
एक में 1280 आ गया था, लेकिन वो गलती हमारी ये हो गई, दोबारा फिर लगा दिया, वो चला गया.
नहीं, वो 1280 हो गया था तो बिग चंक आ गया था ना. अब आहिस्ता आहिस्ता उसको कर देते हैं. तो आपके पास भी 7 दिन है, कौन सा इतनी मुसीबत है कि नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता गलतियाँ ख़त्म हो जानी चाहिए. Eventually, don't say this is a cost of learning. It has to start making some money someplace, right? Otherwise, तो आप बैठे रहोगे वे. तो at some point, so this is, if you start with fresh account, 40 accounts, if it's the sale, 40 times 30, $1,200 आपके इन्वेस्ट होंगे. $1,200 आपके इन्वेस्ट, $150 इन्वेस्ट होंगे कॉपियर में. You invest $1,350, you know you will get 20 PAs instantly. Like 40 डाले, चलो 10 कर लो यार, 4 करोगे 2 निकल आएंगे, 6 करोगे 3 निकल आएंगे. करते 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 आपके 20 हुए, आप उनको माइक्रोस करते करते ले जाओगे आहिस्ता आहिस्ता, राइट?
वो डॉम लगाते हैं ये हेजिंग में.
हाँ.
तो एज हमें प्रैक्टिस नहीं थी, तो उस वक्त क्या हुआ कि हफड़ा दफड़ी बढ़ गई थी. किसको बंद करें, हमने जो रेड हो रहा था उसे एकदम बंद कर दिया, फिर उसे दोबारा चला लिया. But
otherwise, I know people were shocked to see what happened. 3 seconds somebody was done, right? So.
पर उसका राइट एंड डाउन क्या है कि मतलब लगा के छोड़ दो?
नहीं देखिए, नहीं ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे नहीं. I go even more. You have to set an ATM. Okay, it will automatically kill you at $1,500, right? So
वो जो उसकी कैलकुलेशन थी एटीएम की जो आपने बताई थी 80 वाली,
नहीं वो देखें, वो
1600 पे ले जाता है.
नहीं देखिए, हमें कितना, हमें चाहिए कि 15 तो नीचे लगा लें. नहीं 80 divided by 1500 divided by 20, that's 75 points divided by 20. So you need नहीं 4 लगाने, sorry. So 1500 divided by 50 divided by 4, you need 18 points. I say नहीं 18 points चाहिए ना, इसको 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करें, ticks निकलेंगे. Technically you need only 75 ticks to pass. Put 76. For some time I put 80 ticks, because from that 20 point swing on Nasdaq will come.
So 80 और 80 की टिक्स लगाई है, स्टॉप लॉस की
80, क्योंकि देखिए स्टॉप भी 80 पे इसलिए है कि वो अकाउंट बंद हो जाएगा. 75 टिक्स पे तो वैसे ही अकाउंट बंद हो जाएगा.
सर अगर 2 बजे FOMC का आता है
हाँ
मीटिंग का, तो ठीक 2 बजे
सर 2 बजे ही उसने फायरवर्क शुरू करने हैं.
हमें वेट करना है, नहीं करना है?
नहीं करना, कुछ नहीं करना. वो बस 2 बजे आप, मैं तो टाइमर क्लॉक लगा के रखता हूँ और अपना, you know I've gone crazy.
आपकी कमांड की वेट करते रहे कि आप बोलोगे.
नहीं
आपने बोला इट्स डन.
It's done. मेरी टेलीकास्ट 20 सेकंड अहेड है, अभी भी क्लियर.
नहीं सर, जो फॉरेक्स की न्यूज़ है ना, न्यूज़ की वेबसाइट, उसमें दिया होता है कितने मिनट रह गए, इतना सेकंड रह गए.
मैं इतना crazy fanatic trader हूँ. I have 2 mice. I have a mouse button I use with my left and right hand, because I don't even want to, because first I calculated, you know how much time it takes to go from here to here. Why don't you do short here, buy here? So don't do buy here and short here. That's distance is too far. That still counts. What I do is I buy here, I sell here, or opposite. And then if you have 2 USB mice, exactly at that time, just keep it on each and just press the button. It's like boom and done, right? So
मैं जब लगाता हूँ कॉपियर, तो उसके बाद फिर दोबारा ढूंढना उसको.
नहीं आप देखें, मेरी बात सुने. जिस दिन ये न्यूज़ है ना, कोई चार्ट नहीं खुला होना चाहिए.
न्यूज़ के अलावा रेगुलर ट्रेडिंग कॉपी जो लगाता हूँ,
नहीं वो पीछे चला जाता है ना, वो बैकग्राउंड में. वो चार्ट को मिनिमाइज कर देना तो वहाँ खुल जाता है. ये देखें इतनी ज़्यादा चीज़ें खुली हैं, तो ये आपको पता है कि 2 कॉपियर खुले हुए हैं, तो उसको क्लिक करके मैंने तो एक कॉपियर की विंडो खोली हुई है छोटे मॉनिटर पे. So that's why I have a portable monitor that I use. This is the best investment. I'm not again marketing any particular company. $130. No power, no nothing. It's a USB-C monitor. So just connect a USB-C and you have extended display anywhere in the world. Amazon, $130, cheap. No power required. It gets powered as long as your laptop has USB-C. So if you have a USB-C, just run the cable and then you have another monitor. Drag that here, no problem. So again, these are tips and tricks to kind of optimize your trading. Yes.
ट्रेड कॉपियर कहाँ से बाय करना, वो भी
मैं अभी आपको भेज देता हूँ. जी.
Sir, I just went to one of your previous videos. So there was a thing you said that we cannot trade the news
In PA.
Oh.
So in EA they don't care. You can trade.
Because we do this hedging in a PA.
You won't have any problem. Like it's not recommended because exactly.
There was huge risk because
No, you don't know, right? PA you can destroy in it, because what happens is, that's why they don't like news trading. Is what happens is, news comes, you have 2 options, 50-50, right? One or up. Let's say if you made 1,500, they're not going to count anyway, right? They will only count $450. So what's the point? You're risking your PA exactly at the news time. So please do not do this on a performance account. Only evaluation you can play with the hedging and others.
is not allowed in PA too.
No, it's not. It's allowed. If you want to risk fast, but you know how much profit you will take? $300.
अकाउंट में narrow हो रहे हैं,
हाँ.
4 से 2 किए, 2 से फिर 1 करेंगे.
Exactly.
बट माइक्रो के साथ तो कर सकते हैं.
माइक्रो में आप कर लो. हाँ, माइक्रो में कर लो. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली.
गलती से अगर पेंडिंग ऑर्डर लग जाता है न्यूज़ में.
नहीं देखिए, वो
रिमूव कैसे करना है पेंडिंग ऑर्डर?
देखिए, मैं ये करता हूँ कि every time I tell everybody, close this. If you see anything else except this, that will tell you you have an order, you have a position or whatever. So just close Ninja and it will give you an error that, hey, you have one pending order, you have one position. So close that, that's it. So go cancel and go to my orders windows. You know, I've cleaned up everything. I only see my orders, I only see my position and accounts, that's it. So you go to orders, you sort it. If you click on state, it will bring all the pending orders to the top and then you can close each one. No problem. You can close orders from here, you can close orders from trade await, you can close, like right click, say close, cancel all pending orders, no problem. So here is the best way of generating money through funded account. 20 funded accounts, add slowly, 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 and then you'll start. नहीं hedging तो वैसे ही allowed नहीं है. Hedging तो हम सिर्फ पास करने के लिए करते हैं. उसके अलावा तो hedging का कोई फायदा नहीं होता ना. तो ठीक है, आपकी बात माइक्रो एक ले लो, एक दूसरी डायरेक्शन में कर दो. But here's the problem if you are below the threshold. Let's say you start with the fast market moves plus 100 minus you just lost $100 threshold.
But sir, micro तो घूम फिर
नहीं वो तो आ जाएगा, वो तो सही है, लेकिन आप इनिशियली तो 100 का लूज कर लोगे ना, तो फिर आपके पास अगर थ्रेशोल्ड नहीं है, so let it rise to 1500, right? So any questions regarding this?
Next week so ये setup के लिए how do we get a help?
No help यार, देखिए बेसिक है, मैं आपको अभी बता देता हूँ कि आसान है. Copier, you need to get a copier first to do this.
So the technical support they can help us?
Yeah, anytime they say install my copier and no problem.
Because eventually we need it anyway. So
Yeah, down the road you will need it, right? So exactly. So the one I use is called Apex Investing. So you can search for a website called Apex Investing, APEX Investing. So if you log into there, so right here it says Trade Copier. Ninja 8, Trade Away, Trading View, Trade Copier. Click right here. And every single thing is explained there in these two videos, how the trade copiers works, how to use them, and on all, right? So they have a really good video on step-by-step on how to install it, how to use it. And it's, how much does it cost? It costs $150 one time. And all the instruction videos are there on how to, so $150 for 2 computers. So you can physically install this on 2 computers, and if you have a buddy who wants to share with you, it's $75. So just say together we can buy it. It's cheap.
And both computers can work together.
Yeah.
Let's say person A and B, different addresses, they can use this.
Yes.
And
You just have to share your username and password with somebody, and that's about it.
For the trade copy.
Okay.
First 20 accounts किसी और के हैं फिर
नहीं उस तरह नहीं है, फिजिकली 2 कंप्यूटर पे हो सकता है.
सर मेरा कुछ और बन जाएगा, आपका कुछ और.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं है. कंप्यूटर पे इंस्टॉल्ड है. So whatever he is taking a trade, it's not linked to it. Yes.
So basically the users allowed it.
it's like Netflix, right?
Yes, it's like Netflix. So now I have a query online because some people were having issues on.
so in this case, if someone has two people on one trade away,
Yeah.
they're sharing, and one person can see another's account, another person can see another.
No. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're sharing accounts, then everybody knows each other's privacy, right? So it's, if you give somebody your username, password, they can kill your accounts. If they don't respect it. Like if you get username account from somebody, they accidentally. It's very risky to give somebody your account. It's because they can finish your effort, right? So.
जैसे ये ट्रेड वेट्स पे कर रहे हैं, मैं रिदमिक पे कर रहा हूं,
ठीक है.
वो भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, no problem. No.
फ्राइडे को आपने जैसे न्यूज़ आई थी, जब ऊपर गैस मार्केट ऑर्डर आप रिकमेंड करते हैं कि लिमिट ऑर्डर?
Limit order.
आज प्राइस पे बड़ी प्राइस
जस्ट लिमिट जाके उस प्राइस पे कि इस एरिया पे
इतनी फास्ट सर मूव हो रहा है
नहीं आप जाके पहले ही लगा देना एक 18,060 पे मैंने लगा दी है तो आ जाएगी
So when we're doing area trade or we're doing oversold, overbought, the background clear doesn't matter.
no it's opposite because the moment it's go
We don't wait for the background.
no you can pick it's your how where do you want to enter right like this is Friday market okay now I will yes okay I'll explain quickly here so everybody asked me how to do a black candle trade. So black candle trade is black candle to black candle. Don't do this on Nasdaq, please. If you want to do Nasdaq, do it in the evening after 6 p.m. So all markets separate, S&P, gold, crude oil, natural gas, currencies, Nasdaq separate because it just moves too fast. So this, you have to do this during the day, you have to do this area. Or you have to do this overbought, oversold maybe, or you have to do with, and after night is okay. Night you can do Nasdaq 1510 or 3020. You know, one of the most basic fundamental thing in our software is a black candle. Everywhere there's a black candle, price was reversed. So swing, retrace, extension, swing, retrace, swing, retrace. So you see a black candle, you know price is gonna change. Simple. So how do you know when the black candle is coming? It's very, very easy. Before I thought I could just tell you a white dot, black dot. I broke it down more. Now in advance, you will be able to get exactly where the next black candle will occur. And you can even reduce your risk to an exact math. Let me explain you. First of all, our black candle trade requires no indicator except black candle. That's how simple it is. So I take a chart. So this is MES, ES, so or gold, crude oil, doesn't matter. And I will duplicate this. So right click and I say duplicate into new window. All right, brand new chart is available. Now I wanna do a black candle trade. You know how what I will do is I will remove this indicator RSI. Done. I will remove this one called Bollinger Bands. Remove. Remember, it's a brand new chart. What I will do is I will remove my bands. Done. I will remove my magic band. Done. I will remove my value area.
So can you mute this TV?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I will remove this value area. So first step I did was I copied. If you mess up, by the way, close it, start over again. This is not gonna. I will remove my large triggers. I will remove my small triggers. You see how clean the chart is? Very, very clean. It's not like a, now, because you're only focusing on black candle. Whenever there's a black, this is the easiest trade to do out of 8 if you can figure this out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna also remove night values. So you can see these values, more clean. What else? I will do one more. I will right click indicators and I will even remove one more indicator. 1 second, it's called background. You know what? I don't even care about background. You see how beautiful and clean this chart is? So simple. All I care about is where the black candle is going to form. There's a trick with the mouse. You see the timeline that's going? You can hold it and you can make it bigger and bigger and bigger. You see how? It is so nice and easy. You can do the same thing, by the way, this way. You can hold the price this way. So to understand it. So now I have zoomed into the candle and I'm like, you know what? I want to know when the black candle will appear. Price starts to go down, price goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. That's how market moves everywhere. All I care about is, this is called the scalping method. Scalping. Meaning that you don't care about longer time in the trade. You only care about scalping $10, $15, $20. 2 ticks, 1 tick, 2 ticks, 1 tick. Now I have to explain you one thing before I do. No trade is 100%. Meaning, I shouldn't say that. No trade is confirmed 100% beforehand. Meaning, you start with 50% winning and go up to 100%. So if you took a trade, 2 things will happen: fail or pass. Now your probability is increasing or decreasing. For example, when I say an area trade, we always say 98% successful from last 10 years. It gets to an area, it will come down. It goes there, it will come down. So that's an area trade. Overbought, oversold, 80% successful. Mid-band, 80 or more percent successful. You take 10 trades, 8 out of 10 are good. Even here, it's a candle trade, but you can minimize your risk. What does that mean? Price goes down, whatever the value you see, whether you, by the way, anybody wants to watch this online, it is being recorded on YouTube. I'll give you an exact method to it. It is so beautiful that price is going down. And you're like, you know what? I do know this software, whenever there's a black candle, it will reverse to the opposite direction. But when, right? There's only 6 things my software will write, not more than that. It will write higher high, higher low, double top, lower low, lower high, double bottom. There is not a 7th thing this software will write. That's all it will write. Take this value. If the price is coming down, add 4.75 points to it. So what's the price here? 503975. So whenever it's making a new value, just add 4.75 to it when the price is going down. Because exactly from that point, black candle will form. We already know in advance when the black candle will form. So 503975 plus 4.75 is this number. 504450. You can in advance buy from there.
Buy or sell?
Buy. Because look, going up, right? So I'm going to enter to buy. Okay. So price is coming down, and remember, I'm not trend trade. I don't care about the trend. Whether it's going down, it's not a mid-band trade. It's a candle trade.
4.75, right?
That's a very specific number. So from the lowest value, 4.75, my candle will start to move up. And that.
How do we know it's reached the bottom?
No. Even if it keeps continuing down, whenever it writes a number. If it goes down one more tick, you add one more. If it goes down to 38, that number will change. So, but that number is exactly 4.75 distance. So that will tell you in advance. So look at this, 5038, right? So 5038 plus 4.75, your black candle will form right here at this level, which is 504275.
So you
Yes.
buying from the top of the candle and selling at the bottom.
No. Here is, in this case, I will pick my buy order here. Okay, I will buy at this price 504450, and I will take 1 to 2 ticks and get out. So you have to work precisely with an ATM. So what is my ATM? 2 ticks profit. ATM means automation. Automation means that you can predefine when to exit. So stop loss 4 ticks. Because maximum loss I will take is $50, 1 point.
I'm just curious, why we are not buying it 5039 instead of buying it 5044?
We don't know it's going to reverse or not. But we do know that black candle price reverses. So here we are so because this, if you start to buy now and price declines, like, because we don't, this is mystery number. This is mystery number. This is mystery number. This is mystery number. But we do know that from that number, once that has occurred, I know when my black candle will form.
So same thing with buying?
Yes. So now you take this number, 5045. You have 5045, 45, 25. Now you want to sell, right? Because you now, this is what I say, you can plan your next trade immediately. That, okay, now I'm going to enter in a selling trade, but from where? Take this number and minus 4.75. That will tell you exactly when the next dot will come. हम कहते थे ना कि यार वो dot आया, वो market पड़ी, उसको हमने और break down कर दिया. आपको exactly science में बता दिया कि where exactly that red dot will occur. I mean black dot. And now you have a ATM. लेकिन वो जो white dot, red dot का मसला है ना, नीचे देखना मुश्किल है. अब आपको पता है कि कहाँ पर आएगा. Any given time ES is moving, you know where your next black candle will be.
So let's say we put a buy limit.
Yes, buy
And
limit.
then it's continuing to go down, so we keep changing
No,
that as
yeah, of course, you have to move that. So, for example, if this goes 1 point or 4 ticks, you will bring this down for 4 ticks. You have to change it. But ATM will automatically change because you have an ATM set, right? So that,
that will stay.
yes, profit and loss will stay, yes.
Nasdaq में हम recommend करते हैं stop loss लें.
सर Nasdaq सिर्फ एरिया से भाईजान. सर मैंने कहा कि हर चीज़ अलहदा Nasdaq करनी है ना तो शाम के 6 के बाद ये करने काम करना है इधर 1510 पे. Yes.
4.75 आपने बताया.
Yes.
प्लस करें, ऐड करें या सब्ट्रैक्ट करें. इसका कोई एटीएम में तरीका है कि वो
नहीं. वो आपको खुद देखना है. एवरी टाइम मैनुअली खुद देखना है कि 4.75 का डिफरेंस क्या है मेरा.
ये एक लेवरेज आपने एक चीज बताई है कि सर ये आप लेवरेज ले सकते हो. जैसे आपने अभी प्राइस बताया 5039 का और आपने उसके अंदर ऐड किया 4.7.
हाँ जी.
तो ये लेवरेज वैल्यू.
नहीं लेवरेज नहीं. हमारे सॉफ्टवेयर ऑलरेडी नोज करता है कि मैंने कैंडल कहाँ फॉर्म करनी है.
नहीं वो तो आपने जैसे कैलकुलेट किया 4.75.
ये अच्छा ये क्या ये नीचे जा रही थी प्राइस यहाँ पर. मैंने एंटर करना है बाय पे. तो मैंने एंटर किया 4050 और मुझे अब मेरा ऑर्डर पिक हो गया और मैं कहाँ पर एंटर करूँगा, एग्जिट कर दूंगा 4045 पे.
इसके अंदर और ऐड करेंगे आप?
नहीं 2 टिक्स लूंगा और बाय 2 टिक्स के प्रॉफिट पे मेरा एटीएम लगा हुआ है ना कि मैं मैक्सिमम $50 का लॉस लूंगा इस ट्रेड में और प्रॉफिट लूंगा $25 का. 1 टिक ले लें, 2 अगर 2 टिक के $50 नहीं 1 टिक $12 का है तो 2 टिक $25 के.
तो शुरुआत में ये नीचे जा रहा था.
हाँ.
Red candles. Okay. Then suddenly the black candle came up.
Yeah, it won't be sudden. Okay. It has to work with a scientific method.
So the software gave you the black candle.
Yes.
And then you saw the bottom value is 5039.
No. The bottom value, you know what will come when it starts to go up. You will always have a bottom. So price goes down, and the moment it starts to go up, you will already have a bottom value. So before the black candle is formed, you will have a value.
Okay. So before the candle we see a value.
Yes. So plus 4.75 minus 4.75.
ये सर ऑर्डर टिकट पे लगाना होता है.
ऑर्डर टिकट पे नहीं, जाके आपने
केस में वो वाला नंबर हिट ही नहीं करेगा.
हैं?
अगर जिसको नीचे जाना होगा तो उस केस में वाला नंबर हिट ही नहीं
नहीं अगर वो नीचे चला गया
5044
नहीं हिट होगा ना, नहीं हिट होगा, नहीं होगा, तो आप ये नीचे गया 1 पॉइंट, आप इसको भी 1 पॉइंट नीचे ले आए, क्योंकि अब कैंडल बाद में बननी है ना, तो कैंडल भी तो डायनामिक मूव हो रही है ना।
मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि वो नंबर इसलिए सेफ है कि वो अगर उसने उसको एक बार हिट कर दिया तो वो ऊपर ही जाएगा।
यही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, एग्जैक्टली। सो यू आर प्लानिंग ए ब्लैक। नाउ आई विल गिव यू अनदर सीक्रेट, really really powerful if somebody can pay attention to it. Last few days I gave this job to a lot of my students and I say, you know, because akela banda kya kya traded, every time you see the midband, why I left it there, if calculate first this, look at the midband price, you will always have a midband price. Midband has a price in front of you, right? If your distance is 5.75, that trade is safe. Like you have to make sure that your candle is not appearing. How can I give an example? See, for example, what is the midband distance? So it has to pierce through it. Like that's another where you can even reduce the risk of the trade. That midband has to be at least 5.75 away.
Reversal is more significant.
Yes, yes. So like you have to make sure that if this, if for example, if this is my midband right here, I will not take this trade.
It might continue.
Because what will happen is, midband is a support and resistance line, right? It went up and it touched it and went down again. So you have to make sure that this distance is at least 5.75 away. No, more is better. More is better. Not, eh?
First candle example is
Yeah. Okay. In this case, that 5.75 is beyond, because I know it will peer. Okay. See, look at this. Look at huge gap. Huge gap from 5.48. Now you know you will get your 2 ticks. Because the distance between my number and a band is so much that my black candle will definitely give me some ticks.
So should be further away from it.
Yeah, the further away, the optimal number we came up with is 5.75.
From where?
No, यहाँ से अगर ये नंबर 5.75 तक है ना, आपका ट्रेड नहीं खराब होगा. आप इसको टेस्ट, लेकिन अगर स्टॉप लॉस हिट हो सकता है फिर भी
मिडबैंड ब्रेक करके ऊपर चले जाए.
नहीं, वो भी चांस होता है कि अनलेस के मिड बैंड से बहुत नीचे है कि ट्रेंड ही चेंज हो रहा हो, राइट? सो मेक श्योर दिस डिस्टेंस इज एट लीस्ट 5.75.
ये 5.75 ये पॉइंट है कि क्या प्राइस?
Points, which is 5.75 times 4. It's almost 23 ticks. So the distance between your higher high, higher low, lower high, if it's 5.75, test this next week. You will not have an issue with the candle trade.
You have to subtract mid-band price from
Yes.
the higher
So
high.
what happens is, take this number, take the mid-band number, you will get confident that my mid-band is far, right? And you will get that candle trade for sure that I'm going to take, here, look how many ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 2 points were here before it touched mid-band and went back up.
Can I have a question?
Yes.
I can go long or short either way.
Yeah. So when you are going down, right?
So if you have a higher
But
high,
here is the thing. This is, watch this. Again, this is a safe trade because my candle is appearing after the mid-band. My candle cannot stop at a mid-band. That's where I'm trying to say. Is in this case, my candle formed, but I have a big distance between my mid-band, right? In this case, where my candle is going to form? After the mid-band. So I'm still safe. So if it lands on mid-band, don't take that trade because mid-band will stop as act as a support and resistance, and it's going to kill your trade. So
candle away from the mid-band is the safest one.
yeah, candle, the farther away from the mid-band is your safest black candle trade. You may be able to take multi-ticks there.
candle formation doesn't happen right away. It takes up to few ticks.
Yeah, so it takes 4 ticks, right? So what I mean is that's why we added the 4.75 distance.
Sometimes there's a tail. And then
No, then it won't. I've taken that in consideration too. The wick, rejection wick, no problem. Because the way black candle will form, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it will make it a black. So it will test 4 ticks before, it will confirm that, hey, I'm ready, right? So this is
That's why you secure 4 points.
4.75. So I have to go make sure that it has gone in 4.75 direction. Then I know I'm safe, that it actually has reversed. Yes. So this is a black candle trade you guys can practice next week. Just to zoom in, again, make a chart, clean up everything, only leave mid band in there. And upper band and lower, like I've gotten rid of like everything. Nothing is on this chart. You can then save it as a template, no problem. It will always stay there. So it gives you an idea that how to, because one thing is for sure. Every time black candle comes, it reversal. You can watch last 10 years of data, black candle is a reversal. I don't care how many times you watch it in the past. So, doesn't matter. Reversal, 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 reversal. Here's no black candle because it only made 3 candles. Reversal, reversal. Look, see, I saw the full rejection. We don't make a black candle until 4th candle confirmation. 1, 2, 3, no candle. Reversal, 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 reversal. So if you take 30 trades, I think you will be okay with all 29 or 28 trades.
What's the entry point in this candle?
So ahead, right here. So if this was this is the price, and it passes your test of 5.75, you still have to put a stop loss, by the way. Don't think that I'm going to leave this trade under. So take a maximum $50 loss and then get out, right? And take 1 or 2 ticks and then that's. So your entry has to happen in a reverse. So if it's going down, you're thinking of buying. From where? At the black candle. If it's going up, you're thinking of selling. From where? From black candle.
So when the black candle is formed,
yes,
and we keep refreshing the computer,
yeah.
when the black candle is formed, then we...
No, you will already place an order.
But it can be turned into the wick trade as well, right?
Yeah, no, but it won't take the 4th, it will test 4, but that's why we have 4.75. Oh. That rejection wick has taken in consideration. No.
Is bigger than 4.75?
No.
मिड बैंड ट्रेंड जो रिकमेंड करते हैं जो मिड बैंड के ऊपर से हमने ट्रेंड लेनी है
वो ये है वो कि आपकी प्राइस जा रही है आपकी प्राइस ऊपर जा रही है
मतलब उसमें मोस्टली होता है कि मिड बैंड के बाद रिवर्स होती है
नहीं देखें यहाँ पर मैं दिखा रहा हूँ प्राइस आई नीचे मिड बैंड से आपने बाय करना है तो पीछे बैकग्राउंड ग्रीन होगा लेट्स ओपन अप द अदर चार्ट सो द ट्रेंड ट्रेड इज दिस trend changed. Now I'm in green zone. I confirm with 30-20, I'm in a green zone. So I'm buying. Buying from where? From the midline. So price was up here, by the way. You know how it forms actually? Let me show you. How it will form is, you will actually see this. So this is live, right here. This is live, right? So you're like, all right, price is up here. I want to enter, I will enter at a midline. So you would put your limit order at the midline.
सर मैं क्वेश्चन था जैसे यूजुअली होते हैं मिडलाइन क्रॉस करके फिर रिवर्स
नहीं वो तो ठीक है हमने रिवर्सल में एंड करना है ना
हमें मिड बैंड के ऊपर से बेटर है कि वेट कर
नहीं लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है कि यहाँ पर तो मेजेंटा था राइट सो व्हेन मिड बैंड चेंज ग्रेन ऑलरेडी प्राइस हैज क्लाइंब्ड अप सो मिड बैंड इज लाइक ए ब्रिज
जैसे उससे पहले वाली ट्रेड
नहीं आप
मेजेंटा की यहाँ से यहाँ मिड बैंड लेके वेट करे 2-3 कैंडल ऊपर जाने का यूजुअली मोस्टली ट्रेड में थोड़ा सा ऊपर जाके
नहीं वो ठीक है लेकिन यहाँ से मिड बैंड से 12 टिप्स के बाद मिड बैंड कलर चेंज कर जाता है
बेटर है कि मिड बैंड के ऊपर
मिड बैंड से ही लेना और उसको इट्स ओके छोड़ दें वो आपका ट्रेड नहीं है सो यू हैव टू लाइक प्राइस वाज कमिंग डाउन राइट ब्रिज के नीचे से गुजर गई राइट आप ब्रिज पे खड़े हुए हो आप कहते हो यार एक दफा फिर आएगी ना फिर मैं एंटर करूंगा सो यू इट केम टच मिड बैंड यू गॉट इनटू सेलिंग price went down and you made a big profit One good mid-band trade will cover all losses, really, because if price starts to fall, like you enter either in a candle trade here or a mid-band trade here. Now look what I was saying. Black candle is forming in a riskier distance. So that 5.75 rule, 5.35, let's add 4.503075 plus 4.75. Black candle is forming 5035. It's incredibly close to the mid-band. It's gonna like go against you. So don't like, it still give you one tick, but it may go against you quickly. So farther from mid-band, the black candle trade. But if you're taking a trend trade, नीचे आया, mid-band पे enter हुए, चला गया. एक और दफ़ा enter हुए, चला गया. Now इतनी लंबा ये हो गया swing. ये पता कितनी swing लंबी हो गई है? 8 points plus 19 points plus 5 points. Reversal में आया 8. So this cancelled this cancelled each other. So 30 point की swing आ गई है. 30-20 oversold हो गया. अब उसने जब लेना है तो ये green हो जाना है. Right? So
जब हमें ओवरसोल्ड या ओवरबॉट से लेनी है तो क्या सेफ रेंज
एरिया
जैसे आरएसआई हमारी
नहीं आरएसआई 99 पे पहुंच गया लेकिन एरिया का वेट कर लें एरिया को आने दें
मैं यूजुअली 6 बजे के बाद करूं मार्केट बहुत
नहीं फिर आप उसको 99 पे वेट कर लें और फिर आप फेंक दें तो
मोस्टली वो 90 to 95 का रिवर्स
दरमियान आ जाती है तो नैस्डैक तो 95 99 के बाद आ जाती है आपके 10-12 पॉइंट मिड बैंड तक दे जाएगी It's up to you.
I think candle trade is more rewarding if the trend is also there.
Yeah, but trend could change any time, right? All it has to do is cross mid-band 12 ticks and trend is finished, right? So then you're focusing on the wrong. So in this case, if you remove the background, you don't even have to worry about is which direction price is going. I know I'm going to enter at a 12, like 4.75 difference and that's it. So you have a 4-point stop loss, right? 4-tick stop loss. Maximum $50 loss, maximum. But if we go back to the candle trade, let's look at this. Safe, got up, still safe. So as long as you have a distance, you're okay. But remember, you can always have a secondary chart open to see the trend. Either or, because it could be a big reversal too, right? Because this is scalping, right? So trend trade you have to enter from the middle, from the mid band, right? And then you have the area trade, of course. Every day I come, I write your areas. ES will reverse at S1, S2, S3 for sure. Friday it reversed it. It didn't get to expected high, so Friday was okay too. But the whole week. R2, R3, R2. सर मैं आपको सॉफ्टवेयर उस पर लिखा होता है इस सुपर एरियाज पे नंबर बता देते हैं Yeah, because what happens is now I know the one next area. Yeah, so you can go to the next level, no problem. Because evening में intraday session नहीं होता. What is intraday session is people trade from 9 to 11, then 2 to 4. So इवनिंग में सिर्फ लंदन सेशन खुलता है सुबह 3 बजे नहीं आपको आते हैं एरियाज आते हैं नहीं वो नहीं आते क्योंकि नहीं वो लंदन मार्केट में नहीं है वो FDAX में 9 to 11 7 to like really if most traders in the world are done 8 to 10 is the prime.
When we are starting the EAs and other things, so what's the best suggested time for
9:30 evening after 6 o'clock Nasdaq नहीं Nasdaq फिर सही पकड़ लेती है ना Nasdaq it's no problem like yes in the morning हाँ तो क्योंकि हमारा जो सॉफ्टवेयर it doesn't work with time it works with price right so that's how
चार्ट होता है सुबह मॉर्निंग में कभी चार्ट हम खोलते हैं जब स्टार्ट करने के लिए तो कई बार मैं पीछे स्क्रॉल करके देखता हूँ चार्ट को towards the left side तो एक लेवल तक जाके चार्ट रुक जाता है
so what happens is that's called the number of bars to display so right click it says data series Say right now by default is set to 500 bar. If you can change it to 1,000, you can go back, but it requires more RAM on the computer. If you can, you can do like 1,000 bar, no problem. So
evening may, because your site tells about
evening area,
areas
yeah.
for evening, right?
So how do I use them? Before going to bed, I have an ATM set that I'm going to take 10 points from the area. Expected high, I sell. Expected low, I buy. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, I'm okay. Like I'm not trading at night, but I go to bed with an ATM of 10 or 12 points. That's it. Right?
So on everything, sir, S&P or Nasdaq, anything?
Sorry. No. S&P you have to take 5 points or 3 points or 2 points. But Nasdaq you can take 10, 12 points, no problem. ऊपर वाला एरिया उससे ऊपर या लेकिन आप देख लें कि मैं नहीं स्टॉप लॉस लगा रहा, माइक्रो से स्टार्ट करता हूँ तो मेरा वो घूम फिर के आ जाएगी यार. एग्जैक्टली मैंने भेज दिया. नहीं उसका खुद तो वो कंप्यूटर नहीं वो तो आप एवरीडे की फ़ोटो ले लो अगले दिन के लिए. वो आप मूविंग फॉरवर्ड जा रहे हैं. नहीं मैंने तो आपको 2 साल के भेज दिए. हाँ तो वो आप उसको उस डेट के पीछे ले जाओ, वहाँ से प्ले बैक कर लो. That's it. So let's say you want to look for 2021 August 14. So do a playback of August 14. You have the area in front of me and you can see that if the area got tested or not. सर ये देखिए मेरी बात सुने, ये 50,000 रुपये भी चली जाए हमें नहीं परवाह, क्योंकि people buy, invest into stock market to make money, right? Nobody invests ever to lose money. So remember, we are just carrying the futures game कि हमें गिरे तो पैसे बने, right? We sell from expected high. But eventually things go up, eventually, right? So.
सर एक क्वेश्चन है, जैसे आपका वो है ना 7 नंबर पेजेस न्यूज़ आते हैं ग्रीन एंड रेड, उसका पता नहीं कभी इस ग्रीन में डाउन लिखा होता है.
नहीं वो देखिए न्यूज़ की implications होती हैं. For example, employment data. If you have unemployment claims, lower will mean come in the green. What does that mean? That hey, I lost less jobs, less people apply for unemployment, so it's a good news. So good news sometimes is bad for the market. Good news is, so every news we have written that okay, when you're trading this, if the numbers come in green, it may go down. So green is not necessarily mean up. Green based on what like how the interest rate is, how the employment is, how the CPI is. So just don't trade the news. News आपके लिए hedging के लिए best है भाई जी, आपने hedge किया बाहर आ गए, that's it, right? So जी.
Sir, what device you recommend for trading?
Device, anything 16, cheap computer. Go to Costco, $450 is all you need.
Good RAM.
Good RAM, 16 gig, iCore 5, iCore 7. That's good enough. You don't need something hi-fi.
And you were talking about 2 screens, so the one you attach like.
So this, like, look at these monitors. You can buy them on Kijiji for $100. Just take an HDMI port and stick it into your, like I have a TV connected to my laptop, right? So all I need is a screen to watch the charts. For example, I like to watch Nasdaq to see where ES is doing. Like I can tell you in advance, if Nasdaq is coming down, ES will come down. So I have a chart open for Nasdaq. And then, but when you're doing on a smaller laptop, there's no room, right? So you connect another and drag the chart. So for example, right here on this screen, I'm watching everything on a bigger screen, so it's easier to see, right?
So let's say we connect like everything on TV.
Yeah.
Big TV, right? So HDMI cable, तो उसमें जो computer पे आया वही आएगा.
नहीं आपको extend your display, right? So watch this. Right now, नहीं मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ. अभी इस केस में ये भी होगा. So this is a feature of Windows called extend your. So right now, whatever you see on this laptop, you see here, right? So I go into my display settings, and it's called extend this display. So when I go extend this display, now I have 2 monitors. So monitor number 1 is, so now I can drag this. There you go. So now I have 2 full screens. So now I can do my charts, for example, when my one chart is here, my one chart is here. So that chart you can drag. So it's called extending your display, right? So it's very.
टीवी के ऊपर Nasdaq के 30-20 भी चल जाए 15-10 भी और नीचे इस लैपटॉप पे मेरे
No problem. बस extend कर दें. It's a one click option. It's absolutely sir. कप आपको देखता हूँ. Few मैं वहाँ यहाँ पर ये वाला कप लेना.
नहीं वही पोर्टेबल ही है
ऑप्टिमम एटीएम सेटिंग्स बता सकते हैं
यार एटीएम की डिफरेंट है. Mid band trade, I take 12 ticks less, ES, 12 ticks loss, 8 ticks profit. So that is your ES mid band trade, basically. If you're doing a Nasdaq trade from an area, I take 40 ticks profit. That's almost like 10 points.
And loss?
One, start with one.
Sorry, तो loss कितने?
लॉस एरिया पे आपको ऊपर रखना पड़ेगा एटलीस्ट नेक्स्ट एरिया तक. कैलकुलेट कर लें कि मेरा एरिया 1860 है तो ऊपर एक्सट्रीम हाई कितना है तो उसका आपको लॉस है. यस
For when you do nighttime trading, right? What do you do again? What was the expected high?
एरिया ट्रेड.
No, when you said I do like night trading.
Expected high sell, expected low buy. That's it.
Do you have ATM?
Like 5 points, no problem. सुबह उठो $250-300 बने होते हैं. अगर उस एरिया पे आ जाए तो फ्रीक है.
एरिया लॉक कर सकते हैं.
हाँ नो प्रॉब्लम.
फिर जो डे ट्रेडिंग लिखा होता है उसके जीटीएस.
नहीं वो तो 6 बजे के बाद नया डे शुरू हो जाता है ना.
तो कैसे करना सर?
कुछ भी नहीं. देखें रात को खुले. अब अगर मेरे पास मार्केट खुली हो शाम है एक्सपेक्टेड हाई पे स्क्रॉल करूँगा ऊपर और वहाँ जाके एक लिमिट ऑर्डर लगा दूँगा. एक्सपेक्टेड लो पे स्क्रॉल करूँगा वहाँ जाके लिमिट ऑर्डर एटीएम के साथ लगा दूँगा ऊपर. हाँ निंजा बंद भी कर दें तो उनको ऑर्डर लग गया है. नो प्रॉब्लम.
जब तक ऑर्डर कैंसिल नहीं करेंगे.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली. सो सुबह उठे नहीं लगे हुए ऑर्डर कैंसिल कर दिए अपना दिन स्टार्ट कर दिया. नो
जब ये ऑर्डर लगे होते हैं नेक्स्ट टाइम साइन आउट कर देते हैं निंजा से तो वो
ऑर्डर लगे रहते हैं
जब तक पर्सनली कैंसिल नहीं करेंगे.
एग्जैक्टली. जब आप एक्स करेंगे कनेक्ट करके वहाँ लिखा आएगा यू हैव सो मेनी पेंडिंग ऑर्डर्स यू हैव पोजीशन देन दैट्स हाउ टू डू इट.
ऐसा करना ठीक है वैसे आपका करना.
नो प्रॉब्लम. इतनी दफ़ा सुबह उठ के फ्री पैसा बना होता है. अगर मार्केट एक्सपेक्टेड हाई पे चली गई है ईएस की और नैस्डैक की इतने ऊपर नंबर होते हैं और आ जाती है. अगर यूरोपियन सेशन ने वो चढ़ा दिया ऊपर और आपका एरिया टच हो गया है तो आपको यानी कि मैंने लाइक द नाइट बिफोर आई मेड लाइक $80-90 free बिकॉज मार्केट गॉट देयर एंड आई वाज ए माइक्रो पे छोड़ दें. माइक्रो पे क्या घूम फिर के आ जाएगी ना प्राइस. इतना मजाक. नथिंग टू वरी. But pick the area, expected high, expected low. Don't like कि मैं यहाँ से मेरी फीलिंग है कि यहाँ से नीचे जाएगी. एरिया है.
40 profit and then.
Yeah, no problem.
तो लास्ट वीक आपने बताया था वो wise.com वो मैंने खोल लिया अकाउंट. plain.com वो कब खोली?
वो जब आपको उनसे ईमेल आएगी.
आएगी 10 दिन के बाद?
हाँ जी आएगी.
क्या ईमेल आएगी?
कि your account is ready to pay out and a payout request के बाद आपको ईमेल आएगी.
बस खुद ही करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ जी आपने खुद रिक्वेस्ट 10 दिन हो जाएंगे तो आप रिक्वेस्ट कर दें उनकी वेबसाइट. सो आई गो ऑन एपेक्स.
उसमें वहाँ का सोशल नंबर नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं आपको कैनेडियन आईडी चाहिए. पासपोर्ट ड्राइवर लाइसेंस थिंग्स लाइक दैट.
सर एक और क्वेश्चन था. अगर निंजा ऑलरेडी है तो एपिक्स में जाने के लिए और क्या मनी वाइज व्हाट्स द इम्पैक्ट?
Nothing. Thank you. Basically, are you? Do you? Okay. Sorry.
Sorry?
When did it start?
Just now.
Just now. Okay.
No.
Because there were so many critical things we discussed.
You can watch the previous session of the last Saturday.